Stop it, already went too far. Can feel the dragons breathing, can hear the monsters roar. We won't stop the seas now, even if we reach the end. Just tell them to bring us a bottle of rum. And lay, 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 lay. She said, I'm alive, but I know that it won't be forevermore. But I know that it won't be forevermore. Oh, I'll be gone. She said there's no point to stop it. Already went too far. Can feel the dragons breathing, can hear the monsters roar. We won't strike the seals now, even if we reach the end. Just tell them to bring us a bottle of rum. Lay, 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 lay. She said, I'm alive, but I know that it won't be forevermore. Oh, I'll be gone. And she said, I'm alive, but I know that it won't be forevermore. Oh, I'll be gone. She said there's no point to stop it, already went too far. Can feel the dragons breathing, can hear the monsters roar. We won't strike the sails now, even if we reach the end. Just tell them to bring us a bottle of rum. And lay, 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 lay. She said I'm alive, but I know that it won't be forevermore. Oh, I'll be gone. And she said I'm alive, but I know that it won't be forevermore. Oh, I'll be gone. And she said I'm alive, but I know that it won't be forevermore. Oh, I'll be gone. And she said I'm alive, but
Yes.
It's like the Pishwater version of that.
We're live with Pishwater version of that.
Are we live? Are we all ready to go here, guys?
Yep.
I'll just say, by the way, I'm not in charge tonight because I'm watching Bambinos, so in case I need to go, Heed is in the lead.
And it's
tonight.
coming up my internet connection's unstable. Anyway, if I disappear, I will come straight back.
Okay. Are we ready to go?
Go for
Yes,
it, bud.
sir.
Go for it.
Now
Take
we're
away.
going, now we're going, now we're going. Right. Hello, everybody. Welcome to week 12 of Bargain Vapes Live. Quickly jump round to see how everybody's doing. Mech, you okay, mate?
I'm absolutely fine. How
Yeah.
are you?
He looked surprised there, didn't he? He was like, what? Me?
Yes, I'm here. I'm present and accounted for.
Man, you okay?
present, sir. Yeah, I'm fine. Fine. Thank you very much for asking.
I must say before I go on, we are one guy missing. Levi McTavish feeling a bit poorly again, so he'd be kicking about and chat and all that stuff. So if you're in chat. Now Skint has been demoted to help Gail out tonight. He is now what we call officially the pop boy.
Am I cleaning the glasses?
You're doing the glasses tonight, mate. You are the glass collector.
Well, I don't do the fucking dogs work, you know.
Yep, and also
I'm Gil's skivvy then. Gil's bitch.
With everybody on the bar being waiter service tables, he's also your waiter as well, boys and girls. So there you go.
For fuck's sake.
For that.
Yeah, because I don't do table
Skint.
service either.
So
You
say
pawn the
hello, Skint,
pints?
the pop boy. Say hello.
Hi.
And finally, last but not least, our wonderful, delightful guest this week is GailyBops. How are
Well,
you?
you're saying that just now, Kenny. I've not bit you yet.
still time. There's still time. So, I think what we'll do, we'll have a quick jump in chat, I suppose, and see who's in.
I'll do that for you. Hi, everybody. Right, so we have my boys in, Levi. Hello, my darling. Rest easy. I hope you're better. We've got James in. Hello. Wrestling and heavy metal. Welcome. Mike's Mex. Hiya, buddy. We've got Graham, Net Reality. We've got Nomad Vapor. We have Mark H. We have Munchkin Reviews. Hello, my honey. I hope you're well, sweetheart. We have Dion. We have Vaping Mike. Hello, sir. We have My Bitch. Vapor Bunny is in.
Finger the bunny.
Finger the bunny.
Finger the bunny. Well, finger the bunny.
Hey, we've got Skint. We have Richard Wills. Thank you for coming in, darling. Who else we've got? We've got Liz Egan's in. She's our honorary bitch.
Finger Liz. Finger Liz.
And we have Vaping Scotsman. Hi, Graham. Welcome in, pal. Stuart Ayrton. Nice to see you. We have, my God, there's a lot. Let's have a look. Graham Spears. Welcome in, pal. Nice to see you in chat. Big Ray. How you doing, Big Game?
Big Ray's the bouncer.
He is.
It's an echo.
Paul Anderson, welcome in, pal. Gav Evans, nice to see you in chat in a live show, pal. Usually Gav is working silly hours, so has to watch the catch up. So it's nice to see him. Ryan Boyce, welcome in, pal. Thank you for joining us. Ravenor or Ravenor, I'm not quite sure how he wants to spell that.
Ravenor.
I think it's Ravenor.
No, it's Ravenor, is it not? Oh, fuck knows.
Ravenor. Well, I'm saying Ravenor, right?
Just say him.
And Ravenor, him, you. Anyway. Craig Campbell, welcome, my darling. Nice to see you in chat. We have our wonderful sponsors, Vape Heads. Welcome, Sean. It's 10 for 10% off. Anyway. We also have Phil Jones. We have Vaping Pastic. Hello, my darling. We've got Reedy. We've got... It's fucking hunters of you.
Busy night.
Busy night tonight, guys.
It's really nice. The Irishman. We have... I think that's everybody.
60 watching.
Everybody's saying hello to me twice because I just did a rant. Hey, Samantha. Welcome. Aaron Flair, hello. Right, there you go. Hi, everybody. I've said hello to you now, so that's that. And there's my other bitch.
Jules.
That's my other bitch just come in. Hi, my darling.
Jules, yeah.
Finger Jules. Finger Jules.
Finger
And
Jules.
Ravenor says, for fuck's sake, just call me Grant.
That's better, Grant. I like your thinking. That'll do.
So,
Anyway,
if we've
here's
missed,
Happy Friday.
so if we've missed anybody, apologies, but hello and welcome.
And
So,
also, while we're on the subject of hellos, I know she probably won't be typing, but Claire, Southern Vapor, I know you're not well, you've had some surgery done. Get well soon, darling. And don't
get
worry
well,
about
baby.
tomorrow night's show. We will give you a shout out tomorrow.
definitely, mate. Definitely. So, how we all doing then? Are we good? Fine? Happy? All that stuff?
Grand, mate. Grand.
Always happy on a Friday.
Exactly. Friday night's good, isn't it, for live shows?
Friday night, busy night. Busy as always, isn't it?
I'm biased straight enough, but Friday night's cracking night for live shows.
My husband's in chat too. Hello, my darling.
Son of man.
Samantha, yep. So, yeah.
Pops,
Hey, Gary. Yeah.
So, what I was thinking of doing was GailyBops. We were talking, me and Skint were talking before, and he says he found a bit of footage.
So are you doing that?
He found a bit of footage of a door of some sort in your house. Apparently, you've got an unwanted guest. So I was just wondering if I could show you this. You know, if you just bear with us, I'll share my screen.
Looks so.
And is there a bit in the boys incoming?
Hang on a minute, let's have a look here.
Nothing to do with me.
Well, yeah, we'll see on that one. Well. If I
And
put...
enough about this, Gayle, so you can go see his money.
Alright, fine. It's alright, man. You're out of this. You're alright, darling.
I'll put this one up here.
Apparently Samantha is spreading in the sheets.
So if we can play this, just to
Oh, yeah.
see where we are.
Yeah.
Right.
You might need to put it.
How far. Now we want to look in this area here, right?
Okay.
I hope I'm somewhere near. I hope we're not waiting too long.
Right.
I'll just bear with us. I'll just thingy there.
This was the Scottish Vape Show.
This was the
Right,
Scottish Vape Show, right? Now, if we keep looking at this, I think I'm somewhere.
Hey, there's a
near.
timestamp in the description, I think. Is
Yeah, but it's different, man. It's
I
miles
look
away.
like I'm being
Oh, is it?
very quiet
Aye.
as usual.
There, look at that.
Oh.
Whoa!
Look.
Yeah.
You see that?
That's our girl.
Oh, it's a dog. It's a dog. So is it? Do it again.
That's the
Do
dog.
it again.
It's
But
our
does it-
girl.
But
It's
it
a
doesn't
dog.
begin,
I
I
never saw the
believe.
dog.
Yeah.
Yeah, what in
She used to like to make an entrance. We lost her like a month ago.
Ah.
She used to like to just make an entrance, and she.
Do you know when I was
Ah, hang
editing
on.
this footage?
Yeah, we're looking for.
Oh,
See, yeah, now what's he like, man? Now.
Where?
We thought you had a ghost in the house, my darling.
That's a
No,
bullet.
no, it was our wee puppy girl. She used to just like to make an entrance.
Yeah,
Do you know
mine's
that-
the same.
Being able to open the door from the inside, that's very clever.
When I was editing that footage, well, no, when I was editing, I was doing timestamps. I noticed your door open by itself. I never saw the dog. Fuck's sake. That's
Well,
my
that kind
fault.
of backfired, hasn't it?
Not at all.
It's a wee bit raw because
But-
we only lost
Yeah.
her last month, so it's a wee bit raw.
I do apologise.
No worries, that's fine. Whatever. Nothing a sip of gin won't fix.
I didn't even see the dog. To be quite honest with you.
Yeah, you must have watched it, aye.
Yeah, I've never seen it.
Yeah, it was a wee dog.
Oh bless.
She liked to make an appearance on camera every now and again.
All right. So want to get it on the show, yeah.
Yeah.
That's
So-
great. I'm surprised. Mine's normally lying on the chair behind there, but he's fucking off now, so he likes to get involved as well. So.
Mine's sat in his bed downstairs. You can smell it at the night.
Well, we're in the process. We're actually in the process of adopting an old staffy.
Oh, good. Can't
So-
go wrong with Staffy.
In the next few weeks, we're hopefully going to get him home. So yeah,
Brilliant. Can it beat a Staffy? Can it beat one, man?
no, you can't.
They're just no bother. They've had a bad name in the past, but nah. Lovely dog.
It's not the dogs, it's their fault. It's the
Yeah.
Oh,
owner.
yes. Also,
Oh, yeah,
big
definitely.
thanks to Samantha, BVL Mama. Thank you very much. I've not opened it yet, but I will do.
What's that? I
What's
like-
that? Oh, well, are you getting enlighten us? Come on.
I was short on Nick shots for my King juice.
Oh, right.
All
yeah.
right.
Samantha has sent me some Nick shots. Very kind.
Oh,
of
that
her,
was
very
kind of
nice.
lovely.
Right.
Man,
Well,
I'm short of an Asmodus Minikin Kadama.
Heed. Heed. You had the wrong bit. You had the wrong fucking bit.
I've had the wrong bit.
I
Oh,
told
do
you, put it in a
apologise.
timestamp. You tit.
But it'll still be the dog. It'll still
It's
be
not the dog, because the door shuts by itself.
Ah,
Ah.
Fuck's
Now
That'll
you-
be Dan then.
You cannot get the fucking staff.
I don't know.
Dan.
I couldn't
My
see a hand or
humblest
nothing.
apologies. Never, you only told us like
Especially the Geordie stuff.
Exactly, Munchie, exactly, Dan.
you only told us a few hours ago, but you never mind. You know, I've got all the preparation time in the world.
Oh, was that the show Munchkin was on? Was it?
What's
Yeah.
that?
Yeah.
Aye, Munchkin was on that one.
Yes, it's not the dogs, it's the owners, right enough.
Right. So, what we're gonna do? Do you want to do the Wheel of Death now, then, guys?
Yes.
Get it over while we're
Wheel
swollen.
of Death.
Been dreading this.
Roll it, Skin.
Andy Rum says, what's happening on the Speedo watch, Mike?
I'm waiting for Aidan to send me speedos. He messaged me and said that he is going to send me the link on Wednesday to jump on the chat and get ready to go. And I was just like, let's do it.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Nice one.
Rock and roll, man.
Is
rock
it
and
this
roll.
week?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, very good. Very
Wednesday,
good.
I believe. Wednesday.
Look forward to that. Right, I'm going to roll the.
Thank you, darling.
I'm going to roll the wheel of death, guys.
Wheel of death, guys.
We've
Let's
got a
not
piss
roll.
break. If you want a piss, go for a piss break. Now, we're off and recording. So this is, what is it, Levi?
Wheel of death.
What the fuck was that?
What was that?
What-
What's
what-
the
what?
I've
other
got too much pressure there. I'm not long awake.
What was that?
Oh,
Wheel of death.
Thank you.
So there you go. I was ready to stick a fucking thermometer up your arse, take your temperature.
I'm
Leave
trying.
my boy alone.
I'm trying.
Look who we've got. We've got GailyBops. GailyBops.
Hi.
GailyBops.
Hello, GailyBops.
Hello.
Yes, she will join us on Friday. By the time you've seen this, you would already know that because Gail would be there and it's live and all that shit. This is recorded. Anyway, it's Tuesday night and we are going to do the Wheel of Death this week. It is full kit week. It's everything. If you're in the yellow and white, you need to get juice as well. If you're in the red, you don't. That's pretty much it. If it comes with batteries, you need to get batteries. Don't fucking get anything with batteries unless you get plenty of money. Pretty
Yep.
much. It's running from £10 to 60 quid.
Ooh.
I
So,
love the 60, thank you.
I'll back that one.
Gail, since Gail is a barmaid this week, Gail, you get to pick who goes first, who you want to go first. You've got all of us, you've got chat, and you've got yourself.
Me, 'cause tits win. Go.
You want to go first?
Aye.
That is a dodgy strategy, you know. Right, we'll spin the wheel for Gail.
Be generous. Be generous.
Just gotta make sure you know where all your exits are.
Oh, Gail, you have 40 quid.
See, that'll
40
do
quid,
nicely.
that's very
You're in
good.
yellow and white, so you need to get juice.
I need
Any
the
amount.
juice.
Yeah, it can be
So
10
a
mil,
full
it can be
kit
any.
and juice for 40 quid.
Yeah.
Need batteries and all, bud.
Well, if it takes batteries, you need to get batteries, aye.
Yeah, just some batteries. We need batteries.
What fucking batteries would you want to buy batteries for?
Well,
Well, we never know.
it needs to, the only other rule
I
it
was
needs,
trying there, Mike, I was trying.
the only, the only other rule is it needs to be available on the night of the show on Friday. So it needs to be
Okay.
available by.
Right, okay.
Right,
so
who's next? You're picking.
Me still picking? Mike.
Mank next. Spin for Mank.
Here we go.
10
Hey, I'm
quid,
not
10
even going
quid.
to say nothing. I'm not even going to go 5 out, 5 out, or nothing like that.
Mank, you're in the red, you're on 15 quid, mate.
Ooh, 15 quid. Wow.
A full kit,
Sorry.
15 quid.
Yep.
You don't need to get juice.
Just
a
a
kit.
kit. No juice, no batteries.
Remember, I done it with £7.50, so you can do it for 15 quid.
Yeah.
You'll get a full kit for 15 quid.
Easy. Who's next, Gail?
My boy.
Right.
Levi.
Levi from Vapor.
Now,
We'll spin for Levi.
Levi.
He just joined the cast last week.
Did he? Oh, I have to remember.
Levi, you're on 15 quid, mate. You're in the red.
Yes!
You
Bargain.
know,
It's a Levi and Mank head to head.
Right,
Heed
I'm
the
done.
heed.
I'm done.
so
I'm
that
done.
I get less money this
I'm
time.
done. You don't know you're done because it's got to be done
No, I
Friday.
know I'm done. I know I'm done.
Okay. Says that
You
every week.
already been shopping?
He says it every week. Who's next, Gail?
Let's go with yourself, Skin.
Me, you spin for me.
Go on then, pink that.
Oh, I'm with you, Gail. I'm 40 quid this week.
40
Nice.
quid for the
40 quid.
Skint. He's having a good run, that man.
I know I'm actually. You've also got chat, you've got James and Heed, so you can pick chat or James and Heed.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, check it as well. Let's go with Ken first.
Kenny the Heed.
Come
Spin for the
on.
Heed.
Here we go.
Oh, fuck's sake. Kenny, you're on 15 quid as well.
Oh, God.
Yeah,
There's gonna be a forfeit here. I could see a forfeit coming
you're
on.
getting it.
That is smelling like a forfeit, innit? Right, so you've got James in chat last.
James next.
James next.
Thank you.
Spin for McTavish.
For 15 quid, that would make it very interesting.
What?
We really would.
Oh, he just missed the 10 or 60 quid, James.
60. Oh,
Nice.
where?
He
You
always
bugger.
gets that.
Yeah,
I know what it is, James. If you buy something for 40, lend me 20.
You
No.
should have been last. Right, so chat's
Chat's
last then.
last, right?
Chat.
So we'll do a spin for
And
chat.
I'll give you the 20 to do the forfeit.
Right.
Spin for chat. See what I get. Chat 15, come on. Oh, chat's in 45 quid for chat.
45.
Very good.
45, not too bad at all.
I see a lot of good deals from the chat this week then.
Yeah.
They never disappoint.
So he's happy with that, folks? Everybody happy?
I've got a choice.
No, I'm never happy. What do you mean, never happy?
I can't
Never
see.
had
That's why
it.
he's writing it down, because I can't fucking even remember now what I got. I need to watch the
£40.
play.
£40 for skin.
So it is. I need to watch a replay.
He's not used to getting large amounts, you see, so that's why I can't remember.
Spoiled.
Does this full kit include pod systems?
What?
What?
Does this full kit include?
Yes.
No, anything at all.
Yeah. Oh, and he's
No.
smiling there.
There we go,
You can get one of them
Tripod.
cigar-like sticks if you want to know.
The idea being the full kit week is that if somebody goes into a shop and buys what you're orders it online with or juice or whatever, then they can walk out and vape it straight away. So that's why it needs to have batteries if it takes batteries and stuff like that. That's the idea. That's us.
Go for the
Done.
whole hot thing.
Wheel of Death. So we'll see ourselves on Friday. Say hi to your future selves, folks.
Hello, future me.
Yourself.
Don't be a gobshite.
Couple of wee halves.
She's got the cold, give her some ibuprofen, that'll knock her out.
Yeah.
Yes, or some Valium or something like that. We're talking my daughter, by the way. We're back. No, I'm not giving her drugs. Calm down. I'm joking.
Get back up.
Skint's tried all these ways to get in the book goes child asleep.
By the way.
Anyway, welcome back, guys. Just a quick refresher on everybody's budget. Skint, you were on 40 quid. McTavish was on 60. Levi, who was obviously in chat, was on £15. Mank, £15. Gail was £40. Chat, you're on £45, so start looking now, guys. And obviously myself on £15 as well. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to hand it over to my wonderful Gail to pick who you would like to go first, my darling.
Me.
And Roland, get yourself one.
Yeah,
What
right.
do I
You,
do? I dare share my thing.
yeah, just share your screen.
Shays.
Can I just say, chat, you're right, Levi did shit his pants and he's bolted. No, I'm
Right,
kidding.
so before I share this, right, because I'm a woman, I really struggled to stay in the budget. So I raided Zan's coin drawer and I found 57 pence. Right? So here's what I got.
Off it.
So I got the new Aspire VP 80 watt pod mod. I got
Gail. We
What?
can't see it.
I've just
Can
got
I
your
see
desk.
it?
You've just got your desktop. Lad.
It's your desktop, we can see.
Alright, hold on.
Did you pick desktop? Just pick your browser.
The Walking Dead.
Aye.
That one?
I thought it was Fallout because it's a man and his dog.
A man and his dog.
That's the book it's based off of, a man and his dog.
Ah,
Mm.
you just bring your browser up with your thing on.
That's it.
Is that it? That's
Yep.
it. There you go.
See, this is why I have a Zan. Anyway,
I want a
Desktop.
Zen.
I got a the Aspire BP 80 watt pod mod kit. And I got, believe it or not, I put a mango juice in. I was just looking for a 10ml juice because you said I need to be able to walk out the shop vaping. And I just clicked one, and just my bloody luck, it was mango that went in the basket, wasn't it? Anyway, I also got a Molicel P26A battery to go in that. I got a Nick shot for my juice, and I also managed to fit in a battery charger, which is why I went 57 pence
Holy
over.
shit.
But I thought for the sake of 57 pence out of budget, it's worth a wee extra. Punt.
Very good, very good.
So I did all that, and it was with eSig1, and we had a 30% off code
Oh.
that we
Very
had
good.
emailed to us. So that, oh, it's new vaping, sorry, my head's minced. And it's got
Excellent.
drinking gin. So yeah, so it was 30% off code. So the whole lot came to £40.57.
Gary says, fuck's sake, Gail's did a shop list.
Aye.
She's a woman, man. What'd you expect?
Sure, you had to get a kit, but nope. You've got to go on the extra mile.
Liz,
Oh, brilliant, brilliant.
this week, anything. The idea being for this week is that you could go into a shop, spend your budget, and come out of the shop and vape the thing straight away. So you need your liquid and whatever.
Yep.
That's the idea. So it can be a pod, mod, anything you want, as long as it works the minute you walk out of the shop.
So yeah, with
Right.
that code, I managed to get the whole lot and the battery charger and 57p at Azan's stock drawer.
I think because she's not one of our regular customers, we can let her off for that. But
57 pence, you'll get that.
The Zanny's now down 57p, so.
The bar tips will cover that. The bar tips
Here's
will
the
cover
thing
that.
though. Here's the thing though, Mike. Are you going to argue with me over 57p?
No, he's like, no, ma'am.
No man at all.
I told Skint I'm going to be a good boy.
Good stuff.
We shall see.
Right,
Anyway.
okay. Next up, I would like James to go.
McTavish. Oh, he's posh now. He was on the UK Vape Show last night. He's a snob.
Yeah, he was. He thinks he's all
Yeah,
that now.
yeah, he does.
Actually,
I don't know about this
very
wheel of
well.
death.
Good on you, pal. You did really well.
Thank you.
He did.
Right, so where is my screen? 2 secs, there we go.
Can I just do a
He'd,
quick
I was
shout
going to
out
say
there?
you're missing bargains in chat.
Paul Anderson, Washington Vapes, free Max Max's 100 watt kit, 35 quid, 10 quid for battery and juice. What else we got? August GT, 40 quid on e-cig. We have our lovely Samantha. Oh, we get the shit. What the dear mommy now? Down 45, looks like 150. I don't know what else I'm missing here. I'm just quickly having a quick look up. I'll probably say that. There's not that much in it. The money, guys, are where? Matter with it. Going down a bit more. Hang on, blah blah blah. Like Levi has got the Unique Tech C4 starter kit, £6 from Big D Vapes. I'm done. 6 quid.
I don't know if Munchkin and Irish are.
Old-fashioned starter kit.
I don't know if Munchkin and Irish are talking about mango or minge. Are they mange or minge?
Mango covered minge.
Craig Campbell, e-cig 1 Brutal Alpha Zip 180 kit, $23.99. Doesn't state where it's from. Our wonderful Vapor Bunny,
Yeah.
Cloudy Road Vapes has the Drag S for £35 and 50ml vape and brew liquid for £10.
Oh, a shameless
James
plug.
comes up with a
Some
better-
bargains there tonight.
Now our lovely Samantha BBL Manor has come up with a Ewell Crown Pod Kit, $23.59 from e-cig 1. And a couple of quid extra get a price. There you go. So, sorry about that, Mech. Carry on, bud.
Yeah, no problem. So,
Do you know chat does amazing bargains? Amazing
Yeah.
bargains.
Before you start, James, I just need to tell Vapor Bunny this rhubarb and ginger one's shite. Moving on. Carry on.
Right, so my budget was £60. So I went with, if this will actually let me move it. So I went for, I'll just scroll down a wee minute. So I went for the Smock Guardian kit. So it's got a built-in battery, 160 mAh battery. It takes RPM coils, goes up to 40 watts. I've actually got a better picture of it here so you can see it. That's it there. So it very much looks like the Smock Cube that they did years and years ago.
That looks toty.
Yeah, it is. It's kind of. I was kind of going because it's like Stoptober. I was trying to build up like a kind of bargain around that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So
Wait a minute. What do you mean? Yep. What the fuck's that going to do with Stoptober?
well, it's trying to help people stop smoking. So it's like
It's still fucking tiny.
Yeah. Oh,
So with that, I went with nicotine salts from this line. If this drop down actually lets me click on it. So from the salts line, so you get 150 per bottle.
Nick, so it's not a sub one.
No, not in this coil. You can get the 0.6,
Right,
the 0.8 coil that goes in this. So you can go for 10 or 20 milligrams. And what I done in my bargain is, back to my shopping, I just put like X amount of liquids into it to kind of bulk it up for people. So I've got 2 of the the mango and passion fruit, one of the berry bottom, vanilla lemonade, the rainbow blast, and then a packet of coils to go along with it. So that would set them out for at least a month or a month or two. And that was my bargain.
Nice one, bud. Very nice.
Andy Rum says, Gail, you're not the first woman to say that to James. It looks tiny.
You just made my missus choke on her.
She knows what Andy Rum's talking about, doesn't she?
And she's a Glasgow woman as well now already, love her.
Poor woman. Poor woman. It's got to be love, innit, James? It's got to be fucking love, mate.
Right then, Gail, who's next, me darling?
Oh, I think I'll have to go for yourself.
Ooh, me. Oh, saved. Right, if you bear with me one moment, I just went for the simple and sweet version here. Where was share screen? And there you go. Right. I found this fella. The Mantle. Oh, shit, he's gone. Oh, there he is. I found the Mantle Mini RDA kit by Rinko, reduced from £29.99 to £14.50.
Bargain. We'll love a bargain.
I'm so
Bargains
glad I
for
didn't go
days,
with that
Levi.
one.
You know, the dimensions and stuff there. I mean, you do get it. It is an RDA, and you know, it's not so much a tank, but still, you know, more or less the same thing. Yeah, maximum output wattage is 90 watts. Simple one, but it's very simple mod. You know, 18650 battery what it requires, but you know, I'm in the lower band, so I don't have to get a battery. But there you go, guys. It's simple and sweet. £14.50 for a Mantle Mini.
Right, give me a
That's
minute.
actually-
Second,
do
the
you
wee
think it's
baby's
gonna
the
be
baby's
like
crying.
All
What do you
right.
know, bud? So that was me. I was quick. I'm very quick. Mate. I'm
Nice.
just sweet and simple. You know what I mean? But
It's simple.
yeah,
That remains to be seen.
I'm a simple man of simple needs. Trust us.
The missus has the dual battery version of that. I've actually got it here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Simple than you.
See, yeah.
Fantastic kit.
I've seen them, but it was a while back when I seen them. Like I don't know how old they actually are. You know, I've just
Yeah, it's been dropped several times. It's by myself and by the kids and everything. The batteries fall out, but you know what? It still works.
it's a bit of a sturdy piece of kit. Yeah.
Even though it's made out of the ABS plastic, it's still quite a sturdy bit of kit. And it's got that rouleau shape, that wedge.
Right. Well, that sounds good.
So the mini, give me that link. Seriously, send me the link after the show, and I'm gonna have to pick the mini up.
I think it was on a grey there. I'll keep it there for you. It was on. I think it was on grey something. I can't remember now. So, Gail, I think obviously the next person you're rather limited with the next choice seeing Skint's gone, but you can have Mank, you can have Chat.
Go on, Mank. Let's see what you've got.
Alrighty, so what I hit this.
What am I talking about? Chat already busting us.
It looks something like this, but it's not this. The big. I got
I'm
this.
sorry, right? But see that thing? It looks like one of the Pez sweetie things to me. I want to fucking flip the top up and take the sweeties out.
But yeah, I got this for Big D Vapes about 3 weeks ago. He said that the 0.8 pod with the salts in it would last about 2 weeks, but it's been nearly 3 weeks and it's still going. Anyway, so there's been a lot of controversy because I was going to buy one of these when they first came out, and then when there was a lot of thing about the pods being made on the black market and shit like that, I just decided against it. So I have gone with dual starter kit from Argos. Includes 4 pods because everyone knows that I like the pods and I like my mechs.
Jewel, boo.
It's a starter kit, mate. It's a dual starter kit.
Yeah.
So 15 quid.
And the normal retail for them is what, 29 quid? So
£29 and 99 normally, but Argos is doing a special on at the moment. 15 quid, and that includes 4 pods, and that is me done.
Don't get nectar points as well.
Right,
Yep,
so
when you
everybody's
get
going
your nectar points.
boo and all that, right? Everybody's going boo, right? Yeah, we all know they're wankers, right? But at the end of the day, I'd rather somebody had a jewel in their hand than a fag.
Oh God, I totally agree, definitely. Yep. But obviously, like the jewel in the UK, you know, the pods
just like
on
the
50
jewel,
mils.
this cross, once the pod's done, chuck it
Yeah.
away, get your new one, fill it up, put it in. I love them.
Everyone to their own, you know, at the end of the day.
Just like I'm loving the Nest.
Marky says a forfeit for the jewel.
Yeah. I'll have a quick look in the chat again, see who's coming up with anything new. We have Net Reality, OBS from Fogworks,
Net.
OBS Cube Mini, Resin Starter Kit, $11.95. Juice Nick Salt, £3, leaves £30 and 3 pence to spend on gin. That's a
Graham
good
wins.
bargain.
Graham
That's a
wins, right? Graham just won the internet tonight.
Gary's got a crack at a Yeehee 86 Mini T-Class, 200 watt for £42 steady.
Yeah, I've seen that on sale. They've got that on
That's
sale. I was
fantastic.
tempted to get one actually. We also have Ravenar, however you pronounce it. Aspire Revolution.
Grand, yeah.
Strong Kit, $12.99. Rainbow Vapes, Fuji Juice, Kelly's Cow, Bourbon Pudding, 100ml, $19.99. 2 times 18, $6.50. Sony VTC, 6 Bog Star for £12. Well
What?
in budget as well.
Wiz would rather shove a jewel up her arse.
Well, you know, everyone of them.
Oh.
That's going to pay to see that.
If that's what tickles your fancy, Joel, let's go for it.
And also just say Nature Vape just popped in there saying thank you for reviewing the Nest. So thank you again.
Good night,
Mark.
Munchkin.
No problem.
Good night,
Good night,
Mark.
Mark.
Nature Vape, how you doing, mate?
So Gail, at last but not least, who are you going to pick?
Mate, appreciate you.
I think it's got to be the one and only. Sitting up
Living
there
the
looking
Nest.
all innocent.
Who?
Go on then. Yeah.
I'm never fucking innocent. You know that. You're lying through your
Pleading
teeth.
your case there. I was pleading your case.
Right,
No
there you go,
chance.
Skin Bud.
What we got? Yeah, I did this about, about half an hour before the show started. The
Nature
kids
Vape,
were
you
manic
need to
tonight.
send Barmaid a Nest so she can do it, please. Thank you.
Oh, you want an S, Gil? Would you like
no,
an
it's
S?
okay. I'm talking with Mark. It's fine.
Vupu Vinci Air Podcat. Because you can walk out the shop and vape this, obviously. I don't know anything about it, to be honest. I've not reviewed it or anything. I think I watched a couple of reviews on it and it seemed alright.
Bunny
it-
will tell you about it in chat.
Bunny, what do you think of the Vinci Air? So that's why I picked this, and I was very late in
That's
getting my
actually
bargain.
quite cute, to be fair.
For 20 quid.
And
From
to go
Vape
with it,
Kings. Yep, go in my juice.
there
It
you go.
is it this?
Untold.
Yes, it's this.
Now, do you know, I was so excited about this, and then I heard what the flavour profile was. Harley, have a word with yourself. You need to do one that I like.
Cocktail, coconut and pineapples.
It's fucking coconut.
It's nice though. It is nice. It is really nice. No, I loved it.
Yeah, they kind of go together though. It's not as if it's like coconut.
No,
and
they do, and
pear.
I understand that, but I
Yeah.
just cannot abide coconut or mango.
Not a coconut fan, yeah.
But,
There's a review on the channel for this that me and Munchie did, and we both liked it.
yeah.
Amazingly. We
So I'm
both
looking
liked this
forward
one.
to trying some of his other flavours that he brings out.
That we're not allowed to talk about yet.
Well, I didn't say anything.
So there you go. That's Skin.
So that's me. That's my bargain.
Deal. All right.
Well
bear
done.
with us.
Well
Yeah,
done.
bear with us. I'm going to shut all of these tabs because
What about Levi?
I can't even see.
Did Levi send his deal in?
Right, put it-
Levi put his deal in the group by the Facebook group.
Alright, good stuff.
Oh God, yeah, man. Hang on. Sorry, guys. I'm just getting back to it. I'm just shutting all these tabs in the internet. There's loads of them. Oh, where am I? I'm sitting watching, trying to watch the live, and I'm actually watching like the YouTube recording thing. And hang on, we're not moving.
Vupu Argus kit, 2 batteries and 2 50ml short fills, $49.99. Nice one.
That's a
very
good deal.
good. That's a good deal. That is an awesome deal. Is any more in there? Bit quiet
Oh,
tonight,
honestly,
chat. Like
yeah, you bugger copied ours.
Yeah, because
that.
you're on the
Well,
beach, pineapple and coconut.
Phil Jones, iJoy Captain 2 kit is currently for sale for $35.72 on UK vape clearance. Not bad for a new ID67 kit. Yeah, pretty good. Pretty good. Paul Anderson just come in. Kyle Art Mage Mech Trigger Kit, $29.99.
Love a good Mech.
Doesn't see where he's getting it
Yeah, it's a
from.
bit of an older mate, but still a good one.
Yeah, definitely.
Definitely. Anything else? No, I think that's it, guys.
He says, "Nah, I'm too lazy to look."
Another very good wheel
At
of
least
death.
he's
by the way.
honest.
Another
Hi,
very good.
Zany.
Yeah, that was good. That
That's
was
your
not bad.
first and last.
By the way, hi Gail.
Right, so here's the thing, right?
What is that?
Correct me if I'm wrong, right? So you know that us bitches have a wee bitch of the week, right? So it wasn't a real bitch, it was just something that I had noticed. And I really enjoy coming into shows and getting into chats. As you'll see, I'm in a chat in a lot of the vape shows, right? But it really fucking rips my knitting that every show you get into, you've got to say hello and send love hearts to every single person. So you can say hello in one show, and then half an hour later you're on another show having to go through the whole rigmarole again. Right? And, so like, I love you all dearly, but one fucking hello and one love heart should suffice you.
That's your fan base following you wherever you go, me darling.
Exactly.
I love you all dearly, but nah, you're getting one hello and one love heart from now on.
I think Dean the Devil Vapor does that. He gets tons when he goes into a chat, and then it's just like, hi.
Do you know, I think it's because some days or some nights when I'm in shows, because of my migraine, I can actually go blind. So there's some nights I'm typing blind. You'll know because my spelling is just atrocious. So you'll know the nights that I'm typing blind with a migraine. And when I'm bad like that, I've really not got the patience to sit and say hello. And I don't mean anything bad by it. I genuinely don't.
Yeah.
It's a real struggle sometimes. So. But
Well,
yeah, that was my rant. So that's why mine keeps saying to and everybody's saying hello to me 20 million times now. Oh, a bunch of bastards.
Do you know, it's good to see Liz back. We've not seen Liz in a wee while. She
No,
was-
I agree. Like, normally,
missing
if I
action
go
a
into
couple
chat, I'll say hi to everybody, and then and then I'll say hi to the casters.
Yeah.
You know, that's what I do. I just say, hi everyone, and then I say hi casters.
That's good manners, James. I like good manners.
You can spend all night saying hello to everybody. You know what I mean? You've got to have your limitations at the end of the day.
He's got
you
a
know what I
fucking
mean?
halo above his head as it is, Gail. Stop encouraging him,
him.
for fuck's sake.
I'm too busy polishing it before I come.
James
on
is a Casanova of the
Aye,
fucking
right.
group.
Who are you trying to kid? You're from Glasgow. I know fucking better, pal.
He's been on UK Vape Show, you know.
Oh, aye, that's right.
No, my halo's not ring light.
No view.
I can't even remember, it was that long ago. I feel bad. See, when you're doing, seeing the reviewers world, 6 months is about 20 years ago.
Without a doubt.
You know,
Without a doubt.
I've been doing this nearly 5 years now, and it's like, it's just
I
me.
was,
Like that.
I was on NUBS and that was a blast. I enjoyed that.
Yeah, I'm sure James will be mentioning that
Hello, my
for quite a
beautiful
long time.
wife. My wife's in chat. My vape wife is Tandy.
Tandy, welcome to Bargain Vapes Live.
Everybody's in. Right, guys, we're going to try.
I know, mad.
We're going to try a new feature.
Oh, we didn't do one.
Unfortunately, Gail, you know nothing about this.
Fire in the hole!
That's okay. If I don't like it, I'll tell you. Carry on.
No, it's
Well, we'll
called
call
it's
it
called Fire in the Hole.
Fire in the Hole. It's called Fire in the Hole.
Right, okay.
Basically, we've just come up with an idea. It's a bit like a daft quiz thing, right? Each week, we're going to have each guest 10 questions. We're going to ask them 2 categories. For 10 questions, obviously, the most gets, the most correct answers. We'll go on a bit of a leaderboard. We're going to kind of lead it up and whittle it down to maybe the last show before the Christmas. Just before last show before the Christmas, then we'll have the final then, and then all the fun and games for that. So, unfortunately, you're the guinea pig. You're the first one to go. So,
That's all right.
have you got your thinking cap on?
Aye.
Right.
We did sort of a similar thing in Scotty Vape Show, didn't we? The quick fire round.
You did, yeah.
Sort
We
of
were
similar.
going to do a 60-second one, but we thought, I've just rattled up 10 questions. It's easier to find them. So,
This is this is going to be organised a little bit more compared to Scottish Vape. Well, I'm saying organised as much as far as we're concerned. It's going to be fucking organised, hopefully. Samantha, our Facebook admin, she's going to keep all the scores and do all the fucking leaderboards and all that shit. So it's going to be organised by her, not by us. My roll in the bumper. My roll in the
Sorry,
bumper.
just got my adult children coming in to check I'm still here.
Oh.
You know I'm drinking gin tonight.
She's still here.
So fire in the hole.
Fire in the hole. Heads down.
I have Mangrage.
Did you
I've
see?
got to say though, I love Mank because Mank had a really big rant on our behalf, and I was so pleased and so proud. And
Yeah, he had your back.
thankful
He had your back.
He did. He had our back.
Yeah.
Hey, we're back. By the way, we're back. Fire in the hole.
Oh, we're back. Oh, we're back.
Yeah.
Right. Fire in the hole it is.
You missed that,
So-
Gail. You gave us an almighty explosion from your rear end.
I don't do things like that. I'm a lady.
The evidence is in the bumper.
Skint, shut up. I'm trying to get on with
Oh,
the show.
sorry. Right. Okay.
Right, Gail. We're going to fire 10 questions at you, and you've got a choice of 2 categories. You can have general knowledge or the animal kingdom.
Or general knowledge.
General knowledge. Right, then. If you're ready,
Right, go on.
I've started, so I'll finish. Question 1. How old was Winston Churchill when he died?
Oh. He was a good age. I reckon he was in his late 80s anyway, so I would say maybe 87.
That's incorrect. He was 90.
Was he 90? Oh, I knew he was a good
Yeah.
age.
He was born 1874 and died on the 26th of January
I was
1965.
fucking close enough.
Yeah,
I should
he'd-
have won.
Can chat help her out, or what's the score here? Is chat allowed to help her out, or
Okay, then we'll let them in. We'll let them in.
so chat can
Chat,
help you
you
out.
can help.
There's a delay, so I need to wait on
Yep,
chat to help me.
exactly.
See,
So if you know Gail's talking shite for about half an hour, she's just waiting in chat to know the answer.
They're not all hard questions, you know. They're not all hard. You know, I'll give you a bit of a chance. Right.
I'm just going
Yeah,
to
a lot of chat are saying the same answer as Gail. They were both
87, yeah.
two
I
answers.
knew he was well on.
Yeah.
So, question 2. Carl and the Passions changed their band name to what?
Who?
Carl and the Passions changed the band name to what? Very famous band.
Carl. I
And
can't
the
say that.
Passions.
Say it again. Say his first name again.
Carl and the Passions.
Carol.
Yeah,
No, I can't say it right. Carol.
Carl and the Passions.
Carol.
She's biding time for chat to tell her the answer. This is exactly what I was talking about.
Carl.
I'm not fucking that, you know.
C-A-R-L. Carl.
Yeah, I know, but I can't say it right. It's Carol to me.
All right then. You say it how you do.
That's how
I say just put Rolf Harris.
Carol and the Passions.
Yeah.
Chat's going to fuck you up, Gail. Don't believe them.
Carol and the Passions.
A very famous band.
Can you tell
Oh.
what it is yet?
Well, Irish
They're
is the
giggling.
answer.
Don't be giggling, chat.
I'm
That's
trying
cheating.
to think of somebody famous called Carol.
There's a few answers there, so you could pick one.
Beach Boys.
Boys, yeah.
Right, you're giggling, you dirty bastards.
That's good,
Love you,
yeah.
chat. I
Get
love
off
you.
Google.
We'll give you that one. That's a one correct answer so
This
far.
isn't going to work, mate, is it? Chat's going to Google
No.
and tell them every week.
Okay, this you've got to get. On television, what was Flipper?
Dolphin.
Oh, that
Dolphin,
was easy
correct.
peasy,
Well,
lemon
you know,
squeezy.
I've got to mix and match, you know what I mean?
Quite
Gran
right.
put Boyzone.
Right,
That was Flipper. Flipper was Boyzone.
Flipper.
No, for the last question.
I know.
Question 4. Right, I hope I'm going to pronounce this correctly because it's a funny word. Is what does a funambulist do? That's Funambulist. A funambulist.
Funambulist.
Right, come on, look at them all. Debbie does that.
Stay off fucking Google, you cheating bastards.
Husband, did you hear that? My husband's trying to tell me out and says wanks over an ambulance.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
No, a funambulist. I've actually heard that before. I don't know what it means.
No,
I'm going to guess.
I think
you've got a suggestion there in
You say-
the chat.
Somebody's got it in your chat right now, and
Yeah.
I'm looking at them.
Do you know what you should do actually? By the way, because this is they're googling. It's too easy.
A stamp
Gail.
collector's a philatelist.
Gail, you should have to like minimise your chat and not look at chat while during this. It's too
No,
easy.
no, because I'm the guinea pig here, so I get the chat to help me.
Okay.
Everybody else that comes after me doesn't.
True, we want you in the final, definitely. Yep, I agree.
No, a philatelist is a stamp collector. So I'm going to go with walking a tightrope thing.
That's correct. It's a tightrope walker.
Well done.
Well done.
Graham Spears says drives a disco ambulance.
And Beatty just said now.
Ambulance for like
They-
William.
Vape Bunny's got, I'm not Googling. Okay.
Yeah,
We
so
believe you,
I-
Bunny.
Listen,
We
hold
believe
on a minute, Kenny. You saying my bitch isn't clever? Because my bitch is clever.
Anyway, moving on.
Moving on.
Number 5. This should be straightforward. Who invented the television?
Oh, fuck, he was Scottish. I should fucking know this.
I think you should.
I really want to scream the answer, but I know I'm not.
Yeah.
Is he got a three word name?
No.
Nope.
That's who I thought it was, by the way. I know who you're thinking. I thought that as
no,
well.
you're thinking of the muppet who made the telephone.
Ah, I
No,
think
I was
that.
thinking,
No.
right, this is my answer, right? But I was thinking Alexander Graham Bell.
That was the telephone.
No, I was thinking that.
Charles Francis Jenkins.
No, he was the fucking Scottish. No way a name like that.
Jenkins.
Oh, yeah, fucking what's his
That's the one I was thinking. It is a 3-word name.
All right, yeah, he's got yeah.
Beard.
Aye.
Bed. Yeah, that's correct. You've got that bed.
Gary says a wee Chinese man.
No past.
You're disqualified next week from answering these questions.
John will
Right.
Woggy Bear
Doing
there.
very well so far. Doing very well so far. Question 6.
No wonder.
Do you want me
I
to
wonder
go
why,
check
but
things
never
out?
mind.
No. Carry on.
How many feet is a fathom?
Oh, I'll be in shite. Seriously? All my life I've had men telling me that that's fucking 6 inches. Do you know what I mean? How many fucking feet a fathom?
The answer's in the question.
Feet's a father.
In my case, that's 6 inches. I can't even get it in fucking screen.
You wish. Fucking wish.
I am going to say it is.
You weren't far away. It's actually 6.
Oh,
6
6.
feet. Yeah.
Oh, I looked away for chat and they were
I
telling
know what
me.
they were telling you. Apart from Bunny.
Right.
Bunny's not good.
This- Everybody should get this one right with being in the bar tonight. What spirit is mixed with ginger beer in a Moscow Mule?
What?
Yeah, that's what I was. Funny, I was quite surprised everyone. Yeah, I got that quite quick.
I went past my years.
Another. Yeah, it's a, what is the name of Dennis the Menace's dog?
Nasher.
Nasha, well done. See, that was without chat. Without chat. Here's a bit of a blast from the past. In the film Casablanca, what is the name of the nightclub?
Oh, shite. Play it again, Sam. Fuck. And
That
he
was
didn't
my time,
actually
I have to say.
play it. He didn't actually say play it again, Sam, in the film.
And the stupid thing is, I've seen the bloody film as well.
I think most of us have.
Never seen it.
Come on, guys, help.
It's going to come up, innit? I don't know.
Because as soon as I see it, I'll know it. But it's years since I watched
Saddam
Casablanca.
Hussein.
Saddam Hussein.
You're gonna get on that plane.
Oh. Fucking.
Very surprised, like, you know. It's,
Come on, people,
it's such a
help.
big
There you
move.
go. As Irishman
Yeah,
suggested
Black
one.
Cantina. It was.
Was it?
No, it was Rick's.
Right.
Is that a wrong answer?
Right, this is, oh, fuck.
I was going to say the Deutsche
What's your
Bahn.
first wrong answer, Gail?
Rick's nightclub.
That's all right.
Ministry
Right.
of Sound.
Finally.
Can't all be perfect, you know.
We'll still get you in the final, you know that.
Final question. Joseph Levitch became famous as who?
Joseph Lenin.
Levitch. Levitch. Levitch.
Joseph Levitch. Is he a singer? Am I allowed a clue?
Yeah, singer. Very, very famous singer.
Yeah. Joseph Levitch.
The clue's kind of in the name-ish. That was the countdown buzzer.
Joseph Levitch. Should be there, shouldn't
Hey, chat, a very crap chat. They didn't even help you, didn't
Come on, chat. Fucking get my girl out here.
I'm just looking at it. I'm going, chat's not really been helpful at all. I'm seeing God's Kitchen. I'm seeing Stalin. Fucking Ministry of Sound.
This is fucking so exotic. Come on.
Oh.
Right, Gav. I knew I loved you. See, Jerry Lewis, it is.
Jerry Lewis, that is the boy. Yes, well done. Very
Jesus.
well done.
He did a lot with Dean Martin.
So, topping up, I think you're doing very well as our first guest, and you've got a lovely 7 out of 10.
Oh, that's not bad.
Well done.
Well done, chat. Thank you.
I think Gail's in the final. Right, so
Well,
next week I think we'll learn.
Are you available December the
I will come back on and do it without chat if need.
I think the final will definitely need to be without chat.
Chat's disqualified.
I think we'll learn that for next time. I think they need to close or minimise their chat and not look.
Yeah. Well, you know.
But it was good
That's
fun.
fine.
Anyway, we need
Yeah.
Gail in the final. Who? We all want Gail in the fucking final.
Sorry, said Google.
I must add as well, the questions will not be the same every week for obvious reasons.
So that was Fire in the Hole.
Yeah,
Thank you,
very good.
Mother. Thank
Thank
you,
you
chat.
very much.
Couldn't have done it without you.
So where are we at now? Oh, God. I've got my shed, Skint.
You get more
I've got it all
questions?
down. Like,
Holy shit, he's organised.
I've got a boot like you, all of that.
Oh, come here, Ken. You just got to wing this shit.
Yeah, I'm like, fuck it.
That's why it's going to fucking schedule tonight, because that's what I usually do.
What time we're on, guys? What time we're on?
I just wing it.
22, 26. Well, we're not doing too bad, man. How
What time does the show finish? Just so I know.
11:30.
Oh, we're alright.
Ish.
2 hour show.
Ish.
Aye, 11:30ish. We aim for 11:30.
That's the aim. Just not with
I think when
anything
Aiden was on, we had a lock-in, so it was sort of about 3 o'clock in the fucking morning.
Pre-record the final. Good idea.
else. Could do, yeah.
No, I think minimising chat's good enough, because then they won't be able to see it. And I trust the people. I trust the bar staff. Of course, I trust the bar staff. They've got a till.
And Levi said next is Ranting Heed.
Well, let's do it.
Is it?
It better
Right,
be
he-
one I like. I'm just warning you now. It better be one I like.
Right.
If it's something I don't like, you're getting tell.
Quite right.
You're getting fucking slapped by the bitches, all three of them at the same time, mate.
I promise to behave.
Long
man.
bumpers.
I'm on your channel.
Eh?
I'm saying I promise to behave. I'm on your channel.
Don't behave. We don't want behaviour on this channel. That's the whole point. It's a free for all.
You're not going to behave.
Quite right. Quite right.
Listen to
Zanza
me,
man.
darling, your greatest hobby and joy is trolling people.
Where's the waiter? Our host is fucked off. What? We've got a dog. We've got a fucking dog. Hello, Heed's dog.
There's his disadvantage dog.
What's your rant this week? Woof. Fuck all. So this was his feature and he's fucked
Now
off.
he's just took a piss on his desk.
He was doing alright.
You must have a rant. You must have something that pisses you off.
But it's a Heed's rant. It's
I don't give a shit. I want
Heed's
to know what your
fucking
rant
rant.
is.
I don't rant. There he is.
Oh, here he comes.
What the fuck?
Right, mate.
Jesus, he
What
Do
the
you want
fuck,
that?
you? We've been back for about a week.
Fucking hell, man. Sorry. That was longer than I thought it would be. The actual act, not the thing itself.
Vape heads, I don't trust everyone, but I trust my bar staff.
Exactly. Right, so I'm already gone then. The Ranting Heed has disappeared. His rant is straw.
Let's just say he's away from his nipple clamps.
Paul Anderson says your dog's a better version of the Heed. A better looking version.
He's very cute.
I tend to agree. Anyway, folks, this week, the little rant is mobile phones. Much as we all love them, much as we all rely on them, I found how some people can be very ignorant with them. Classic example is, some of you guys may know, I deliver on the weekend for my local Chinese takeaway. When we go out the shop, you have people sitting there and they're all like
A second.
this. Right? They're like that. Then you tell them the meal's ready and they'll get up like that, not take their eye off, do that, do that. I find that the height of fucking ignorance. Honestly, I do. I think, you know, people are on their phone. If somebody's having a conversation with you or talking to you, put your freaking phone down. You know what I mean? It's so fucking ignorant. It's just recently been one of my pet hates. I actually had a bit of a run-in with somebody in the local Aldi. I was doing the shopping with the mask on, as you do, and all that crap, right? And I'm on the shelf, and somebody pushing a trolley was like that on their phone, and when you get shunted in the ankles, right in the bloody ankles. Honestly, I yelped. I'm standing shouting, they're still on their phone like that, and I'm thinking, you know, is that just my fucking ignorance or what, you know?
Oh, you did, yelp.
I did, yeah. It hurt
Okay,
the ankle.
amateur.
But there was a bit of a rant afterwards towards them. And then anyway, the security guy come up, he tried to hide me. I went, blah, 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 blah. I said, you focus on the phone and just ran me out with the barrel. Oh, you got to keep the peace and all this shit. But like I think with these phones, right, as much as they are technological wizardry and we all tend to rely on them too much, but you know, when people's talking, they put the fucking phone down. You know what I mean? It's just a height of ignorance.
I've got to say, I agree with you, and I like your rant this week.
Yeah, I agree with Samantha.
that guy would have got my right foot right round his hip.
Yeah, just, you know.
Exactly, Samantha. We don't have phones at the
Yeah,
dinner table.
same here. We do, the second that I come in and we all sit down at the dinner table, the phone goes on silent. It goes in the back pocket. And it doesn't go out there until
Yeah.
your plate is fucking.
We've got girls there's a group of us that all went to school together, and obviously before lockdown, we used to all meet up once a month and go into Glasgow for a meal and some drinks and whatever. And the rule was that you put your mobile phone in the middle of the table, and the first person to lift it has to buy a round for everybody.
Yeah, I've seen that before. The other thing is, I don't know how long. There was a story I seen, it was a while ago. I think it was in London. I think they were going to trial it, right? You know, like people are like, you see them walking around looking at their phones. And obviously there was issues with them walking out into the road, not realising they're in the road. They were going to put like red lights or something at the end of the fucking curb for them to see at the edge of the curb while they're looking at their phone. You're like, put your fucking phone down across the road.
It's a total change in society though, Kenny, from, do you know what I mean, even from we were growing up, do you know, that way to now.
Yeah.
It's a total change. It's the norm now. That's why you've got all these kids with repetitive strain injury on their thumbs from typing on the phones.
I do agree. I mean, there is, but I think there's a time and a place to be doing that, and not when you're out and about walking the streets or whatever, you know. I mean, you know, you could cause a walk out in front of a car, get killed, or whatever, cause accidents, you know what I mean?
Fucking more fool them, I'd laugh at it.
Well, there's that, but it's always the driver that gets the shit for it. Well, that's the thing.
One of the things I hate is like if a customer comes in to buy something from the store and they're sitting there on their phone, I'm going, are you going to pay for this now or what? And they're literally sitting there like, aye. And I'm like, fucking look at me while I'm talking to you.
It's ignorance. It's ignorance.
And the one thing I hate as well is when you're walking down a road and you got some twat on a bike that goes, don't ride your bike on a fucking pavement, because if an old person comes out from their garden, you're going to fucking kill them.
Sadie, fuck off.
I was laughing at Sadie.
My older brother has suffered from cancer, and because of that, he's actually had half of his face removed. So he has no eye and no nose or anything on this side at all. And it's been a big, big issue because, as you can imagine, him being out walking, he lives in the West End of Glasgow, him being out walking up and down the street, he can't see anything, he's not aware of anything from this side.
I know what's that.
So people like that with their phones, the amount of times that he's been barged with people like that on their phones or bikes or whatever, and the fright that it gives him because he's not been aware of anything coming towards him. So he always walks on the inside of the pavement, and I walk on the outside now to try and stop that because it's horrible.
I just think it is.
The spatial awareness is going to be part of the fun. It's going to be fucked because obviously,
absolutely,
like
lost
you
half
said,
his
you're
sight.
stopping that from happening.
You've lost all that peripheral vision. It's all gone now, so you're practically blind.
And my brother doesn't mince his words. Do you know what I mean? So if you hear some Scottish guy getting lifted in Dumbarton Road or swearing at somebody, it's more than likely my big brother.
Yeah, I mean, I'm
just said, I was shopping the other day. I stood at a checkout, and the cashier was messing on their phone. Then got up and walked off to get a tool roll. Never said a word.
It's ridiculous, you know. I mean, there's a time and a place for them, you know. I do believe that. You know, the technology, we should embrace technology. I mean, look what we're doing now. It's modern technology. By all means, embrace it, but don't be an ignorant twat.
Irish, I love you dearly, but that's too much information.
That Mike, Gary, and Irish have both suggested that our children are wanking. Far too much.
Well, if they are, they better be using a sock and not the curtains.
Sock.
Yeah, guys, that was the little thing
I totally agree with you, pal. I hate bad manners. Absolutely hate it.
The thing is, like,
I told my children about good manners.
The only time I'll ever use my phone, like, I've just gone by the, you know, the Irishman's statement there, is if it's my missus, because it could be about the kids. The second I find out that it's not, I'll hang up and say apologies. I thought it was to do with my children, and most customers are like, "No, that's cool. It's no problem." Because I'm obviously acknowledging them as I put my phone down.
It's like you say, that's one of my main reasons I will go out with a mobile phone is in case anybody needs to contact us, no family, etc., emergencies, whatever, you know. Or even if I do nip the shop, you know, that we call us and say, I need this. But I'm not going to sit there on Facebook or TikTok or something like room with your face buried in your phone. That's just a joke, man.
It's just a different world. When we were growing up, you knew you had to come home when the street lights were on. Now every kid's got a phone. Home.
If you were up and the street lights were on, your parents.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, where's the common courtesy and the manners gone with all this new?
It's like when we're in work in our shop, we've got a sign up saying, "Please not on the till. Please don't use your mobile phone while being served."
Yeah.
If you're serving someone and they answer their phone, you just cancel that and then go to the next person. And they go, whoa, well, you're on your phone, mate. I'm not going to stand here for 20 minutes while I've got a queue of people.
Well, Tony, right, mate? You know, Tony, right? Definitely, but you know.
Today I had to actually say to people today about bad manners. We were out doing the food shop in Aldi, and they've now got a red and green light outside Aldi. So when so many people come out, then you can go in and all this sort of stuff, right? Now I'm medically exempt from having to wear the mask because I have asthma and COPD. But what I do try and do is wear one of these wee lightweight snoot things.
Mm-hmm.
But I was really struggling with it walking around Aldi today, and I had to kind of take it off. Anyway, cut a long story short, about 3 people in the queue, right up my arse. Do you know what I mean? No social distancing whatsoever.
Nah. Right
up my arse. I was waiting to go into the store, and somebody just walked in front of me with their trolley, when not even waiting on the light to turn. So by the time I got home, I was already annoyed because people and their bad manners. There's no need for it.
It was a bit of a rant I had the other week, similar on the COVID scenario. You know, I was in, like I say, I was doing a bit of shopping. I'm standing looking at, you know, whatever, and so I just had this head come across us and they just pick someone out in front of it. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? You know what I mean? There's so much for the 2 meter distance and all this.
People are arseholes, right? People are just arseholes.
Oh man, they're ignorant. That's why we're in the where we are with it, because people are still ignorant to it. So, what can you say?
But do you think that's a...
Anyway, now what are we up to next?
Well, I was going to say, do you think that's a modern thing?
Yeah.
Possibly.
Yeah.
Possibly is. There's obviously times have definitely changed by
I personally,
like Gaily said, in like when I was growing up, late 70s, early 70s, early 80s. And there was no mobile phone. You know what I mean? So
No, there was
we
maybe
had
no
no- we had
mobile
no
phone,
that.
but were people still arseholes? That's what I'm wondering.
Oh yeah,
Yes,
of course.
they
But
were.
oh yeah,
in those days,
Yeah,
if you
so
were an
I-
arsehole, you got a slap, and you knew you were an
You got a clip for being an arsehole
Yeah.
then, you know what I mean?
Whereas nowadays, you're on social media, internet. There's no consequence for bad behaviour.
Mhm.
People don't see a consequence for their bad
Exactly.
behaviour like you used to. So
Yeah.
people just think it's their right to have an opinion, whether people want to hear it or not.
Yeah.
People
That's
think
right.
that that it's right to just walk over the top or talk over the top of people. People aren't taught about manners and about please and thank you and about
Not
letting
now.
people go first and things like that.
Yeah.
it's
That's-
like when
that's all gone.
if I'm shopping and I come out, as I'm coming out the shop and someone's coming in, I'll open the door. And if they don't say thank you, I'll go, "You're welcome,"
Yeah.
But do you know what I do, man?
and I'll do it loud enough so they can hear me.
I have done that, but I've also went like that and grabbed somebody by the hood and pulled them back in the shop.
I bet you.
I have.
But it was a thing, you know. It was just, that it doesn't hurt you, it doesn't cost you. Just be civil and courteous to people. You know what I mean,
At the end of the day, manners, like, please, thank you.
So do you think it's down to technology that manners and
I
people have
think
changed?
I think there's been a massive. I mean, obviously, technology has a big influence, but I think it has just been a massive.
So what you're suggesting is it's been down to people not getting hit enough? Is that what you're saying?
Possibly, yeah.
The funny thing is, I would say yes. I would say yes, especially this new generation of kids that are coming up where we can't,
Oh, don't. Fucking don't. I've
No.
got a fucking house full of young adults and teenagers, right?
Yeah.
And see if I feel like I'm being disrespected one more time, I swear to God.
Gail, your
It's
kids are
like-
older. Did you scalp an arse when they were younger?
I didn't like hitting my kids, I must admit. I wasn't one that did that.
None of mine have been scalped.
No.
None of them.
I've always, don't get me wrong, when they were like maybe 3, 4 or whatever, I have been known to tap the back of the leg, but very, very lightly, and it was very few and far between.
Mine
I
never got
always
none of that. That's why they get away with everything new.
I always used to sit my kids down and say to them, right, okay, well, you've got a choice here. Do you know what I mean? I'm
Yeah.
telling them what their choice is. And if you do it this way, this is going to happen. And if you do it that way, that's going to happen. And I spent time doing that so that they would try and know to make the good choices. But I always did the punishment by removing Xboxes and
Yeah.
Nintendo Game
Yeah.
Boys and things like that rather than smacking them.
But do you?
just say I got on my friend's mobile and away they can.
I think it's a massive issue that, and there's a big fence between people that believe that smacking's right and smacking's wrong. There's a massive
Well,
fence.
yeah,
I've read that it's what you class as smack, and obviously laying 10 bells, that would that just
Absolutely, I mean,
no. There is a limit. You know what I mean? It's not as if we're getting the kids and grabbing.
I
them
seen
out
a
of the
video on
10
Facebook.
bells,
I seen a
you know what I mean?
video on Facebook where a father was getting absolutely laid into this kid's
That's
arse,
over the top.
and
That's
people,
all
the
cheating.
comments on that video, people were saying
Yeah.
this needs to be done more, and this is what we need, and this. But I was disgusted. I couldn't even watch it.
No,
I couldn't even watch it.
when you're laying in it, it was just a clip across the. It wasn't even. It was just a clip.
No,
across
he
the
was
sheet.
hammering
That was
this
it.
kid. He was
Over
hammering
the
this kid.
years, I have perfected the mum face. Right, so I've got
The mum face.
So,
and I
aye.
have mum face, and when I look at them with the mum face, they know that the force has changed, and then that's when the behaviour changes.
I
So
think that the
I
thing
mean, I
that-
don't necessarily need to do anything other than that.
I think the ways of discipline has changed, obviously, a massive amount. I
I
mean,
mean, I was smacked, it didn't do me any harm.
even at school, we had like a couple of things. We got the cane, the ruler, the blackboard rubber. You got everything bounced off. You know what I mean? But I know it sounds cruel, but it kind of works.
It's weird, you know that, because Mrs. S, our kids walk all over the fucking top of Mrs. S, but when
Yeah.
it comes to me, and I don't lay a finger on them. Do you know what I mean? I just need to fucking say it and they'll do it, because I think it's, in fact, Mrs. S spoke about this. She was down the road and her mum says, why is it they listen to Skint rather than you? And she said it's because Skint follows through. So if I say you're in a timeout, you're in a fucking timeout. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You go in a timeout, where Mrs. S will
Yeah,
threaten them
follow
about
up,
50 times. You're going in a timeout, you're going in a timeout. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, you've got to follow through.
Oh, you've got
I
to.
think-
And
got
as
to.
think
parents,
though-
you've got to be on the same page, because if they see that they can get to one of you, they'll play you off each other.
Yeah, because I think like when I was a kid, I think we were kind of like seeing the dad as the disciplinarian type of thing. Because obviously your mum used to say, wait, your father gets in, wait, your father gets in, and you'd be go, shit, dad. And that was probably the disciplinary side of it then. So obviously, I think so that still does work
It's
today,
like
doesn't
when
it?
I was a kid, like if I did something wrong, my dad would just go.
It was my dad who used to dish out the punishment.
Oh, okay.
It was for me. My mum never ever laid a glove on. It was always my dad who dished the punishment out if I got a clip.
I quite
My
liked
dad
that. I
only
quite
had to
liked
look at
that.
me. He only had to look at me and I knew. That was it.
My dad was so strict. He beat me so many times.
No, that's.
Make it
I don't know if
okay.
that's right. But I quite like the fact that the father has a stronger role in this the discipline side. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I think that's
no. It's still. I think it still is generally the case today.
But the thing is, that, I would disagree with you, Kenny, because there's so many families. I was a single mum for 10 years.
Well,
and Zan was a single parent. There's so many single parent families out there where you have to be mum and dad.
Oh, I do understand that side of it,
but you've also got families like ours where I have 2 children and Zan has 2 children, so he's a stepdad and I'm a stepmom, and that totally complicates the whole disciplinary
they're
thing.
kind of the exceptions, though, aren't they? When something like that comes about, you know what I mean?
Honestly, I don't think it's as rare now. I think it's actually more common than the 2 parent normal family.
Yeah.
To be honest,
Chris just said,
I stand corrected, yeah.
It works a treat.
Ravener said I use mince to control mince. What the fuck are you doing with mince?
It's illegal to me.
Mince.
My kids love Brussels sprouts.
I'll make you a burger if you don't behave.
One of
that bad.
Obviously, it was touched on earlier. But if any time that my eldest just starts turning into a little brat, it's like, okay, iPad's off you, and I'll put it up somewhere high she can't get it and she can't climb to get it, or I'll hide it.
Oh, Ravener said, threaten to mince the dog for the next meal. Oh, you sick fuck.
No, that's
I'm
no,
gonna try
no,
that.
that's
I
me.
don't have a dog, but I'm going to try
I think
that.
he's joking. I don't think he's serious. I think Samantha would kick his arse if he was serious.
Graham Spires, or Spears, how you want to pronounce it, said, this is why kids nowadays have no respect for the police. In my day, if you spoke to police, you would get a thick ear.
Absolutely.
There were different times, though, weren't there?
Do you know that there's a difficult balance?
The worst thing is, Graham, if you went home and told your dad that, or your parents, that you got a clip down the ear of copper, you get another one off your parents for being.
But there's a difference between that being abused and not being abused. I'm sure back in the day it was fucking abused quite a bit by policemen that went too far.
But it wasn't
Do you know what I
spoke
mean?
about.
Yeah,
That was
exactly.
different.
I don't doubt
Frank
that.
just said no all at once, one leg at a time.
I don't doubt that for a minute. I mean, I've had a few good hidings myself where my mother had to actually drag me father off us.
No, I'm talking about the police and
done
teachers and the
something
belt.
really bad for that, though. You know what I mean?
I've heard about them. I've heard that my dad used to get a belt, and I'm sure he told me as
I've
well.
got a belt.
There's
I've got the belt. I've got the slipper.
He
I've got
told
a
me
lighter
there's
hide
a.
off my head.
He told me there's a teacher that went too far and just seemed to take delight in doing
Well,
it.
you see,
far
in
too
them
much.
days, the schools, right? The
Do
teacher,
you remember
the
when
teacher.
you used to be at school and you were misbehaving in class and the teacher got a ball bracket?
When I was at school, right, the teacher's hardness was determined by how hard they caned you, or how hard they hit you, or what they done when they lost their plot. I had a teacher, when he caned you, he'd bend you over the table and it would go quiet, and then all you'd hear is about like with 20 footsteps, and then he used to do a run at you. Then there was another teacher, he used to use something like a fucking broom shank, and the complaints he had many times, he was actually breaking kids' fingers with this thing because it was like that thick. He got told to get rid of it. So your teachers were judged by hardness. The head of my school, we called him Batman. He had all the cloak on and that, and his cane was like, he used to whip you. It was like Harry Potter. Now the when he used to do that, and that's how they got the hardness, by how hard they can hit you. You know what I mean?
You always, even now, you have teachers that is that. But
Yeah.
what really annoys me. Oh, Dawn, it's my turn to talk. Right,
Shut the mank up. That's the job of the fucking barman.
It's like nowadays, I noticed it even, because I think a lot of parents bring their kids up the way you were brought up to a certain degree. A lot of us do. And I had older parents compared to a lot of people my age, so I was kind of brought up older generation manners and all that sort of thing. And I know that when I had my kids and they were at school, there would be parents arguing about their detention and their punishment exercise and why did they get this and all the rest of it. Whereas if my boys come in with a punishment exercise, I'm like, what the hell did you do? You got it for a reason, just fucking do it.
Exactly.
Get it done and you hand it back to your teacher, and while you're there you can write a letter of apology to your teacher.
Yeah.
Do you know that way?
There's a different way of doing it, man.
Actions, isn't there? You know
It's
what I mean?
like, you know,
There's a different way of doing it.
there's consequence, and if you keep warning them and there's no consequence.
As Irish says there, his father was an abusive alcoholic prick. Don't hit your kids; it stays with them, and that's what I mean. People abuse it. You can't. You're not going to. I'd rather have no hitting than some hitting with other fuckers abusing that privilege. You're doing that.
There's
You know what I
abuse
mean?
with verbal. You can have verbal abuse.
Take your kids' phones, tablets, and game consoles off them.
There's other methods. Yeah.
Yeah, but there's still other methods that can be abused. I mean, you can be verbal abused. You can shout and talk down your kid and drive them up the fucking wall. You know what I mean?
Here's a question for
Different
you.
ways of doing it.
Do you think that it's went too far the other way? Do you think that we've become too much of a nanny state, where the government have too much say? Mike's saying there, like, the government have too much say in how you can parent and too much of a say in family life.
Yeah, absolutely.
Have they not just banned smacking in Scotland recently? Has it not just happened recently?
Couple of years.
A few
Couple of years ago, wasn't it? Yeah, it wasn't that not long ago, was
But
it?
you're also not allowed to raise your voice to your children and stuff.
Well, talking about Scotland, they were bringing in that Named Person Act, which I did not like at all, by the way. I did not like it. I thought they were going too far with that, I think. I mean, you had your teachers and the head teachers in the social work department head teachers and health visitors had more of a say than the parents.
Yeah.
In the kids' life. They basically became the kids' parents. If that it didn't pass, it went to court and they get chucked out.
I kind of think the way it's gone, they've kind of like turned the tables a bit, like saying that children have got more rights than the parents, kind of thing.
No, they're kind of turning the tables and saying the state has more rights to the parents, which is wrong.
But the kids are obviously latching onto that. You know what I mean? Can't do
they know
that.
the parents.
You can't do that to me. You can act before the child line, all this type. So they're like taking that on board, aren't they?
See, when my daughter was younger and she misbehaved, I just go, that's mine. Thank you.
I personally think
You'll
they
get
should
it back when you behave yourself.
Yeah.
I personally think they should bring back a year of national service.
Yeah, I'm for that. I definitely think.
No,
I think I
agree.
could have used that. I think I could have done with that, if I'm honest, when I was younger.
Well, even what like America used, what about the boot camps for like the teenagers that are
Yeah, Gary,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what the government are saying now. You can't raise your voice to your kids. You can't hit your kid.
I agree with that, Gil. Definitely, 100%. I think
a
national
year's national
service.
service when they're 17, 18 would do them all.
It would.
World of good.
It
It
would.
would
The thing
give
is,
them
Matt-
it would give them a grounding, and it would teach them a wee bit about the real world.
Even if it was just in the reserves, you know, it doesn't have to be in just the reserves.
Absolutely.
Anything.
Yeah,
That's
that's
the
the thing is,
problem.
my old boss, he was Israeli, from the coffee shop that I used to work at.
Is he
And
Mossad?
it's mandatory 4
Sorry.
years service
Yeah.
in the military, mandatory, or
Definitely.
you go to jail for
That-
4 years.
The thing is, you know, you're not just enrolled in this. You know, you don't just go in the forces. Obviously, fight wars, whatever you have. You can go in the forces. You can learn a trade. You can get licenses to drive any vehicle. You can come out as a lorry driver, an SUV. You can do all these qualifications while you were in there, and they are still recognised in city life. So you can get a trade.
I worked as a NAFI manager. I was a NAFI girl and used to run the NAFIs on the campus. So I worked with the RAF, the Army and the Navy. You know, so I've seen quite a lot of how the different forces work and things like that. And it's like any walk of life. You're going to meet your people that are arseholes the same as you're going to meet brilliant, cracking people. Do you know what I mean? That you would get on with. But I honestly think what they would learn and what they would gain from it, they would gain more than they would lose.
But when you think about we killed two birds with one stone, so obviously you're getting people, you know, young going in, doing their service, learn whatever. But obviously, you know, the shortages in the forces, you're filling their numbers anyway, so there'll be no shortages in the forces anyway.
It's teaching. It's about teaching discipline at the end of the day. I think,
yeah, that's what it is, definitely.
That's the hardest part.
It's a simple thing like we touched on, just manners.
That's
all it is.
That's the hardest job for a parent, I think, is teaching discipline, because there's a fucking fine line between being abusive and not being abusive. You know what I mean? It's hard.
The military can teach you discipline. Trust me, they can.
Yeah, I think I could have used it. I went to join the army, and they wouldn't have me, the bastards.
That's what he ever wanted to do, was to join the army, but he couldn't because his eyesight.
I want to join the Navy to be a sailor boy.
Yeah, we can tell, Henrietta.
I agree with Philip because I was in the forces, so I know exactly what he's talking about.
Oh well, fuck. Maybe that's not such a good idea. Look at mine.
No,
I'm sorry,
I've tried to do, but I've had
Soldier, 50 press-ups on
Yeah. I've tried to get in, but the hearing thing, I've had bad ears since that big, and that just cut me all together. They say it'd be like on the battlefield, and we say go, and you're
That's a very good question.
What?
That's a very good question, Samantha. Samantha says, "What about unique children?" I'm guessing she's talking about people with Asperger's or autistic and stuff like that.
That's a different ball game, though, isn't it? You know what I mean?
Totally different.
I personally talk to this because our son is special needs, so he's ADHD and he's on the autistic spectrum. Now I know that he loves nothing more than routine. So I think there is a place for kids like that who do have the additional needs. I think they could possibly thrive from it, but it would have to be done in a way where, not mamby-pamby, that's not what I mean, but it would have to be done in a way where there are allowances made for their additional needs.
An educated manner, so to speak.
Absolutely.
Like something like the cadets or something that's not so hardcore, but maybe something like the cadets
kids
or
kids with special needs just want to be like all the other kids. You know, that way.
I mean, whatever happened to the when I was then, you had the Cubs, the Boy Scouts, the Brownies, all that's disappeared now, isn't it? You know what I mean? Gone.
No, we still have the Brownies and the Guides.
The Brownies still going, the Guides still going, either, but the
Boys Brigade's still going as well.
it's called the Brigade now. It's not the Scouts. See, they even fucking changed that.
Ex-member,
when I was a kid, Kenny, it was Boys Brigade. So.
I was a member of the ATC, the Air Training Corps as well. That kind of like disappeared as well. That was a regular thing.
Zan's putting a few comments in there about his personal life, and I've got similar experiences, not with my dad or anything like that, but I've got similar experiences and I know what he's talking about, and it does stay with you. That shit for your childhood stays with you for the rest of your life.
Of course it does.
The rest of your fucking life.
That's what moulds you.
I mean, for me, I was very blessed. I had an ideal upbringing, do you know what I mean, with my parents. So when I met Zan and he told me the way he had been brought up and what he had lived, I was absolutely gobsmacked. Do you know what I mean? I knew it happened, but I had never, spoke. So when we first met, we were both already parents, and we parented very, very differently because of that.
It
took us a long time to find a way to parent somewhere in the middle.
I mean, God, there's a lot changed over the last 30, 40 years. I mean, God, like I say, in my day, it was the man who went out, grafted, provided the food for the table, the little wife sat at home, done all that, and had the kids
Fucking
and all that. That was then. Now it's just totally different now.
You're fucking right. Call a wife a little wife. Now you got a fucking right there.
Well, you know what I'm saying though. In that time,
get stuck in, Gail. Get fucking stuck into that.
Well, it was though.
Sexist
the man
bastard.
was the provider, and
I'll tell you what. You're never gonna get away with that in class.
You are, mate.
That's you fucked. You're never getting on the bitches, mate. You're fucking scared.
I'm just stating the fact. It's a dinosaur attitude, but that's what it was in them days.
No, you're right. You're absolutely right. Yeah. And unfortunately, Kenny, I have to tell you that some of that attitude is still around.
I can well believe it.
Jules brought it up tonight on her rant.
You'll have Jules on one side, Bunny on the other, and get Gaily the punch straight in the nose.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you kidding, man? Can't we just leave my bitches to it? Jules is a black belt in karate, and do you know, Bunny?
It wouldn't have come in. It wouldn't take three of them to put me down.
She's my type of girl.
I'm saying it wouldn't take three of them to put me down.
Mike's Mech says, "Don't lie, Heed. In your day, you were out hunting the woolly mammoth."
I probably was. Anyway, guys, we're time
Love
is
it.
creeping past here. So shall we have Mech's little Mech of the week? Deal?
Can I just say, Stuart Spears said a fucking comment. I was like, what was it? Where is it? I went to join the police, but they wouldn't have me because of colour blindness, so I became a decorator.
Brilliant, mate. Brilliant, mate.
I would like to see the houses he's decorated, man.
You
Psychedelic
like that
shit.
fools and horses with the luminous paint.
Can you imagine?
Yeah, Bunny has amazing kick-ass boots. She has the what they call Bunny?
New
New
rocks.
boots.
You're,
Aye.
you're kicking Heed,
Arse
Bunny.
kicking boots.
Heed.
Yeah,
I find I don't need to do that. I find that my resting bitch face does enough.
Oh, yes.
Do you know Heed's rants always start this? It comes from he talked about mobile phones. We end up fucking talking about an hour, and we end up what we were last talking about? Fucking.
Well,
No
it
idea.
leads on. It does lead on to one thing, you know. It ties definitely.
It
But
works.
then that's what happens in a pub.
The bitches do a whole show on this fucking stuff. Do you know that?
We've perfected it.
Exactly. I stole it.
So, are we going to do Mech's weekly round?
Are we doing Mr. McTavish? Oh, he's a
Yeah,
snob
Mr.
now, you know. He's a
McTavish.
snob. He's sitting there going, I haven't said a fucking word. What's
Yeah,
going on?
let's get him in.
You know I was on the
Let's
UK Vape show, don't you?
Do you realise who I am?
Right, McTavish, we'll roll your bumper.
So,
Roll the bumper, mate.
on the ground.
That's the day, mate.
James is hosting the show.
Yes, James, it's your part of. So my Mech this week, and Gil's like, what the fuck? Excuse me, James, stop being snobby. We've got a bumper. Right, James, carry on, mate.
There you go, James.
So my Mech of the week is one I've actually purchased and already done a review on because I've enjoyed it that much, and it is. Where are we? There we go. Let me just share my screen, and it is the Deja Vu.
Wow. Yeah, you like that, didn't you?
Yeah, here it's here. I've been using it all night.
Oh,
Shit.
Monk's gonna die
I
here.
got froze.
You've
Mike,
gone black.
yeah,
man.
you went black.
Lost you.
So the Deja Vu is a single 18650 mechanical mod. The presentation for it comes in is absolutely fantastic. This is from their actual website, but I'll go through prices and things like that in a wee minute for you. Why is it going blank? Just find out. There we go.
Monk rage.
Mech rage, Mech rage.
Hey, you back, Monk.
Right, so the good thing about this is the packaging that this comes in. So it comes in almost like a little case. You get 2 sleeves with it. You get essentially 3 switch options with it.
I love that box with it, like it's lush.
Yeah, so you get a slightly looser spring, a tighter spring, and magnets. You also get an additional second button, which is clear Delrin. It's absolutely fantastic. Where are we? It's probably one of the smoothest switches I've ever used. There's no clickiness. There's no.
What? It's better than your Kennedy.
Yes, massively better than the Kennedy. Like the only time you'll ever hear any click is if it's like rapid. You do like a rapid like press on it, but it's super smooth. Where's the bloody picture?
Mike's camera has froze, guys, or he's away for a Mike wank.
I've got him on mine now, like he's back on mine.
Oh, is he back?
Yeah.
So the thing is, like, Ultrona did their rendition of this, which was basically double the price of what this original Mech was worth. But if you're happy to pay the bargain price for this, then I would happily go for it. So at the moment, on eSig 1, it has gone up slightly in price. I got this for, I think it was $24.99.
Oh,
But they're doing the limited edition white one as well for £32.98. So 3 switch options,
it's still
an
a steal
additional
at that
button.
price. Still a steal at that price, man.
an additional button, an additional sleeve to go over it as well. And you can get it in the limited edition white like I've got here.
What switch are you using? Are you on the magnet or the springs?
At the moment, I'm using one of the springs. I'm using the slightly tougher spring. I'm
Yeah.
trying all three of them to see which one I prefer. And at
Do
the moment,
you
it's the
like a
magnets.
short? Do you like a short throw on your switch? Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the great thing is, if you want to know what your serial number is, you just take the sleeve off the overall mech itself. It tells you where it's from, where it was made, tells you its diameters on the tube itself, which when we come back up top, like onto the larger screens, I can show you. And it even tells you its serial number on, and then you've got the Malaysian flag on the other side. So if you're looking for a relatively cheap mech,
It is. It's dirt cheap.
So many options for switches. I would pick this up because I did, and it's a fantastic piece of kit.
What is it? 24 mil.
25.
Your nest was sitting up on that, man.
Sitting a 24mm RDA on it, it looks perfectly fine because the top of it's slightly curved, the bevel's in at the top.
I want something that looks better than that, to be fair. I've not.
What have you got in yours, James?
At the moment, I've got the GOAT on mine.
Oh, yeah.
And that's a 24mm.
Get the nest on. The nest will sit lovely. The nest will nest nicely on that.
I'll set the nest on. Got my arm.
No puns, but get the nest out.
Paul Anderson's down the back of the sofa looking for change.
If you had a black nest, it would sit nice, but that would have been black and white.
Yeah, that was the main reason why I put the GOAT on it, is because it's the same finish as the sleeve. But if I have to buy a black nest, then I will, so that I can sit it on this. And I've got a white drip tip as well.
You see?
Do you like mechs, Gaily, or you're not a big fan of mechs?
I actually only got my first mech at the beginning of the year. Zan's been into kind of mechs in the past, obviously as part of his vaping journey, and I used to steal his to have a wee vape on. But it's not, I didn't get a mech for a long time, not because I don't have the knowledge, because I do, but because I'm a fucking fanny. Because, do you know, that way I'm really a bit of a ditz and absent-minded, and I have the knowledge, but guaranteed I would put it down and forget there was a battery in it, or do you know what I mean, or forget to check my battery safety or my ohms or so. Yeah, it was only the beginning of this year that I actually got one, and it was thanks to James Story, that he sent me my first ever mech. So I do use it every now and again. It's not something that I use a lot, but every now and again I like the hard hit you get from a mech.
Yeah.
So would you say you're more of a sub-ohm user than, or?
RDA, regulated with an RDA has always been my go-to. Although saying that, I have been using this RTA for about the last 3 weeks.
Is that the dual intake?
It is. It's the intake dual that might be
quite popular. That everybody's on there at the minute, like.
And I'm actually really impressed with it. I've only ever had 2 other RTAs that I didn't throw out the window or throw in the bin.
Check out
one was the Kelpie and one was the FP.
The intake's, well, I've got the intake single, and it's my favourite. It's one of my favourite. It's my favourite single.
That was a dry hit incoming. But yeah, so I'm very impressed with this. But I've always been, since I found RDAs, I've always kind of went, husband, I can't get my knob off. Going to get my knob off.
Is you taking the piss?
There you go. There's the nest on top.
Oh, it fits like it loved, didn't it? Look lovely and black on that, like.
That was good, James, mate. That was. Thanks very much, bud.
Yeah.
For sharing that.
Have you not?
Yeah, I do like mechs, but I just prefer, for ease of use, I prefer a regulated.
Have you not getting your hands on? Sorry, have you not getting your hands on the Juggernaut V2 yet, Gail?
Juggernaut V2, no, it's not something I'm interested in.
No, I'd love one. I'd love one.
I do.
Fat and tank.
See, I've kind of reached the point in my vaping journey where I've been doing it 5 years and I've got past the whole shiny-itis thing.
Yeah.
We've not quite got Bunny there yet. I think it might take another 5 years to get Bunny to that point, but I'm quite happy. I'm not one who needs to have the latest and the greatest or the newest or the most expensive.
Well,
I'm
it's
happy
not.
as
It's
long
not
as
just.
I've got something that satisfies me to get my
Yeah,
big
yeah,
vape.
but it's not just that. I mean, obviously, technology is moving on as
Yeah,
well.
absolutely. I mean, that's the newest thing. The drag X,
Yeah.
the newest thing that I've had.
Yeah,
And I've
yeah,
been absolutely blown away by that. Absolutely love it.
yeah. Fabulous.
It's a great thing. Absolutely great.
But at
And
the end of
as
the
for
day, it's
money,
at the end of the day, like you say, it's how far they can go with it now. You know, I mean, obviously, we've had the battle of the coiling, we've had the battle of the airflow, and all that stuff. The mesh coils. And all, so it's just how far.
Do you know we're needing some innovation? Well,
Yeah.
and
I
that's the
mean,
beauty of vaping. There's something out there for everybody.
but it's all the
Oh,
same at the
God,
moment.
yeah.
It's all the same at the moment. Everything seems to be the same. I'm vaping on the Force fucking whatever it's called, X fucking something.
Yes.
Vaporesso, and it's the same as the fucking Aegis. Really, it's very much like the Aegis.
Regis just said there, Squonk Mech.
It's always been the
I'm
same
not
in the
a fan
vape
of
industry. It goes in cycles. So,
Mm.
like, when we first came into vaping, squonking was just becoming a big thing. Do you know what I mean? So you had
Squonking seems to be dying, and I love squonking.
the Kinetech Jutbox and all that that was just out, and the
I
squonking was the big thing.
MTL is getting a bit more popular lately.
Yeah,
Along.
and
I mean, I'm
that-
sitting there. That's the original Berserker, and I'm loving it. And that's what two and a half year old.
Samantha, that's your vaping journey. She says, I'm still trying to find my perfect tank, and I've been vaping since God knows. Everyone's the same. Do you know why?
Yeah.
Because that's how the market plays you.
You strive for that flavour. You know what I mean?
Once you're a vapor, that's it.
Funny will always have shiny eyes as long as there's a purple option. But do you know that way? It's like, I think that's the beauty of it. There's something for everybody. I mean, I'm actually going back and using some of my older stuff because I'm trying to figure out if the new stuff is really that much better than the stuff I used to use. Do you know what I mean? So I've been kind of doing some retro stuff.
Exactly, I'm the same. I've got
older stuff.
an OBS engine in there that I got when I first started.
Oh, you got the
and,
engine too.
No, the original.
Oh, I've got
and
the engine too. It's
I love it.
brilliant tank.
I love it.
Love that.
Still going strong.
The oldest tank I have is the original Crown.
The
I've
original Crown was a
got-
good time.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, I pulled
It's
it.
in the rose gold.
I'll tell you what, I pulled it out the other day. I've still got the original first Steam crate.
First,
Hold that
what
one
was
out.
that?
Don't
original
fucking
Steam
mention
crate.
Steam Crave. That's fucking bad subject for me.
Gail's got a Steam Crave graveyard out the window.
Oh, really? I do like that stuff, I'll be honest.
I like it when it works. I just don't have the fucking patience to build it.
There's that, like. But I've had neighbour with the stuff. I mean, it's up. But the original Steam crate, the first one that came out, I've still got that kicking up.
I think I had the Romanizer V2, which I had a fucking nightmare with. I was getting dry hit, and I gave
I
up.
think that's where it was. I've got the original Aromarizer. We had the rubber band round it. Yeah.
I can't remember. I
Oh,
gave
yeah.
up.
That's
I mean, see when you get them working, the Aromizer V2 was a fantastic RTA. It really was.
The all of
When you get it working, do you know that way? And it's like everything.
I was the same with Kelpie. Everybody raves about the
it.
Kelpie, and I was the same. I leaked like a bastard, and I just didn't have patience for it. I did not have patience.
The thing is, like, you'll find with a lot of tanks.
Do you know what I do? Scared take it to Vic and get him to do it for you.
Should.
You know, it's.
I've give it away. I give it away because I love my intake single, Joe. My intake single.
A lot of it's down to Wiccan people. That's what it is. I mean, you
It
know,
is down to Wiccan. Yep.
you can get it. It's a like where I've just done. Obviously, we've all just done the review on the Nest.
Yeah, sorry, Levi.
It's one of them
Supreme V2.
things-
You're right, mate.
It's one of them things where you'll either click it or you'll not. It
This is
just
why I
goes.
pick my RDAs because they're a lot more forgiving with the
Yes,
Vic and
yes,
RDAs.
yes. It's the same with RTAs. You know, some are forgiven, some aren't. Some you can just hide your cotton anywhere.
I think that's why I like
not leak.
squonking, Gil, because squonking you can use
Yeah.
your RDA, and it's so.
Absolutely. I mean, I've got a couple of really good squonkers.
I still over squonk. I still over squonk. I over drip and I over squonk. I still do it.
I'm the same. Dry hit or over squonk. It's
Yes,
always
exactly. I do it every time.
Oh, you can over squonk, but I never dry hit because with squonky I just usually
That's
piss
why
out
when I finally got the Nest wick right, I had it on the Paranormal 250C on replay, so it acts like temperature control. So when it dries, it just cuts the power. So I'm not going to dry it off this cunt.
Brian, the Kangatech subbox was a great one its day. It really was.
VCX, I still use this.
I had a Kanga Tech. It looked like a fucking steam crave. It was a big giant thing. I don't know. I can't remember what it was called. It was a big massive one. The what?
The Vinci X was kind of like late summer last year that it came out, wasn't it?
No.
Kind of the autumn last year.
I mean,
Kind of take some pops was a.
I know Mank loves them, but I don't like the pods. I'm not a fan.
I like it.
That's what I'm saying. I know Mank loves these pods, and I do agree they do have a place in the market, but I'm sick of the sight of them now.
They
Pods
do, I mean-
I agree with you. But
fed up
that's
with them.
because that's my type of vaping.
Yeah,
I recognise that there's a place for them out there. I'm sick to death of seeing every variation and every company copying other companies.
they're definitely milking it, aren't they?
Fucking it's
They're easy. That, I mean, there's the Xyron or whatever it is, and it's all. Do you know? It's like a tight direct along, and it's easy.
That friendliness. That's what
It's
they're
easy,
aiming
yeah,
at.
it's easy
that
peasy.
friendliness.
I mean, I've never liked cause, but this is the only thing I take out the house now.
Yeah.
It's so easy, it's so convenient.
Exactly.
It's the closest thing to RDA flavour I've ever tried.
Hmm.
Again, that probably comes to like what was available when you did quit. You know what I mean? When I quit, obviously there was no pods nor about. So I was like, you
How
see,
long have you been vaping?
me about 4 years now, 5 years, 4.5, 5 years now. I've been vaping about 5 years, but I haven't been reviewing that long.
Right.
And
We initially
obviously,
stopped in 2009.
Yeah.
So 11
I started with them silly little glow cigarettes and all that stuff.
Mm.
I mean, they were the thing when I kicked off, and then I thought, no, I'll upgrade, and I got one of them Kanga. It was like a Kanga Tech pen with a little. Oh my god, it was horrible! Jesus Christ, the nick that was in.
Do
That
you know
was unbelievable.
Kanga Tech missed a trick, by the way.
They did.
They were massive in the beginning, and then they fucked up.
John, my Mank's trying to say something.
Oh,
Go
sorry,
on, my
Mike.
darling.
Sorry, man.
I'll only ever use pod salts in these. And when it comes to RDAs or Mechs, I'll just use zero. If I feel the need for a nicotine hit, I'll just take this out of the pocket.
Well, that's a good point you've made, man. You know, are pods made for salts? Do you think they'll run better on salts or normal base juice with nick in it?
The thing is, it's
Depends
like,
on the pod.
yeah, I mean, it all comes down, I believe, it all comes down to the actual pod itself.
Yeah.
You know,
Yes.
if it says on the packet that pod's designed for nic salts, then it's designed for nic salts.
I mean, what Vank's using and what that, I mean, they're both classed as pods, but they're totally different.
Yeah, I know what you mean, because like I see, I've only had 2 pods, and unfortunately they were fucking smock. The RPM 40, and I got the RPM 80 with the battery, external battery. Now, I found that I ran normal liquid in them, they just fucking leaked. They just pissed out. Just went one through one end, out the fucking other. But when I put salts in them,
Good night,
totally
Gav.
different kettle of fish.
Night, Gav.
I mean,
See you
Night,
later.
Gav.
You don't.
You know what I'm saying, man? They were total different kettle of fish when I put salt in them. They never leaked. So there you go. You know what I mean?
It all depends on the pod. It depends on the coil. It depends on
Samantha BBR Mama said, "Oh my God, didn't you feel a right knob stuck in on a stick with a blue light?"
Do you know you're saying that? I started one for Tesco's, and I can't remember what it was, but it had a blueberry. I think it was a blueberry flavour. It was fucking beautiful. The flavour was brilliant, and I can't find it since. I've been trying to look for it since.
Was it a blue?
It was
Was
a
it
blue.
long or
It was blue in the end. Cigarette. Like, it looked like a cigarette, a long plastic cigarette.
Right, okay, yeah.
I think what kind of
I even picked up. It's like a blue stick, and it's actually called blue, BLU.
Yeah.
I picked it up at a local co-op, and I was vaping it. I was like, you know what, this is all right. But after a while,
We reviewed them way back.
not like that.
Yeah.
I think with my first one, like the first kit, the Kanga Tik, I think I just got shafted by the vape shop at the time. I just think they wanted to make the sale.
Good
They
night,
just
mate.
done a sale. They just done the sale. They
Good
give
night,
us this
Bunny.
pair. They give us this
Bunny
pear
away.
juice.
Bye,
and it was
Bunny.
horrible.
Love ya.
I'm gonna swear that it's PS4 or something.
I have to swear the PS4. Good night, Mike.
Days away,
Yeah.
pods. 3 years
Oh,
of
Mike. I thought you said Bunny. Bye, Mike.
No, Mike.
Like I say, I think that shop was just. That shop was just.
I
more
think a lot of
interested in
vape
a
shops
sale.
are bad for that. They're really bad for it.
Yeah.
There's a lot of shops you'll go into and they'll try and throw a fucking smoke stick in your face and.
Do you know what else happens when you go in as a woman?
Hmm.
They don't think you know what you're fucking talking
Nah.
about.
Yeah, there's that
exactly.
as well.
I went in a shop in Prudhoe, down in Newcastle, and I hadn't taken my vape out yet, but I had my gold G class and I had my gold Dead Rabbit on it, RDA.
Mm-hmm.
And I went into the shop and they tried to sell me a smoke, and they tried to sell, was it a smoke T18 and something else? They tried to sell me, and this is what you need to do, and you need to do this, and you need to do. I said, oh really? And I pulled my mod out, and they went, oh. And I was like, well, what coil is that? And what's the battery? What's the battery and that? And they didn't know what to do. They didn't know what to what to say because I knew what I was talking about. You automatically.
It is a shame as well to cry and shame that some shops are just pushing for sales rather than advice.
Yeah, it was. That's right. It was. It was my Twisted Maces gold that I had on. It wasn't the day drop. It was my Twisted Maces.
Yeah, don't try and sell shit to an experienced vapor.
Yeah. Right, guys, are we doing a get shit this week?
Oh, we are doing a get shit.
Are we doing a get shit?
The man of the hour, who isn't fucking here, has because I put in Facebook chat. There's no get shit this week because I don't have shit to give. Pretty much, because Vape Maven that's finished. The promotion for that is finished. Any juice companies or hardware companies that want to sponsor the get shit, get in touch with me. Because I'm Skint Vapor, I don't have much.
Get the punt out.
Yes. But luckily, Levi stepped up to the mark. Leviathan Vapor stepped up to the mark. Thank you very much, Levi.
Bye.
And he's getting... where is it? Right, okay. Let me share this. He is giving away the Diesel RTA. And it started, so the price is up, as you can see. So it's between £3 and £4. Get your prices in. Don't forget your fucking decimal points.
Decimal points will not be counted.
Yes, if you don't have a decimal point, we don't want £300, we want £3. So Levi has picked the price this week.
£3 to £4, guys.
He did mention that it will take about 2 weeks to post because he's a lazy bastard.
He only comes out at night anyway. He's out before the postman.
Yep, got a winner already.
My God,
You're kidding.
Andy Brum.
That's his uncle. That's his fucking uncle.
It's a fix.
Well, it won't take 2 weeks. He'll just fucking give him it. His uncle's won it. Right, we have a winner, guys. It was £3.33. And Andy Rum has got he's won it. Zan, it is a fucking fix. That is a fucking fix, Mr. Leviathan Vapor, you bastard.
I'm very about that one, like.
Andy Rum just said roll it again, Skint. So if you
he's not. Well, we can roll it. Right, GailyBops. Gail, see in chat, in the Zoom chat, if you tell us a price between £3 and £4, I'll just roll it again. I would say Munchkin won the first one and I was like, no, she's not fucking getting it.
So Gail's put
right, Gail's put a price in, guys, so we're off again. So
try it again, guys. Go up.
Between £3 and £4. £3 and £4 again. We're off again. Go.
Wait, I didn't win.
Andy, mate. Good on Andy for doing that, by the way.
Thanks, Andy.
Well done. It was half the devil. He's too fucking easy to suss, Levi. He told me that and I went, what's he doing, man? Yeah. People know. Keep your eyes in chat, folks.
Wait, done.
What?
Scotsman. Vaping Scotsman.
Vaping Scotsman's got it.
Oh, we've got a winner.
Bloody hell, don't hang about.
Well done.
No, they really want to get the shit.
That was quick. That was a random price as well. Right, stop, guys. Graham has won.
Graham has won. You've got to tell us. Do you want it? Do you want it? Do you want it?
He's still guessing.
Do you want it?
He's still guessing.
Will you stop guessing? The guy's got it. Do you want it?
No, Graham's actually still guessing.
Okay, well, Graham,
we have to take your very last answer.
Yeah, you blew it, mate. Right. You've just shot yourself in the foot, mate. You blew it.
Liz has got it. She never won this one.
I know, Liz. What's going on, man?
Oh, our winning streak's gone.
It's definitely not a fix if Liz hasn't won. He wants it. Levi, could you? You sent me your email address, mate. It's in chat, and I'm on.
Levi's already on it.
Levi, he's done it. There you go, Graham. Deal with Levi. Levi, thank you very much, buddy, for that. Much appreciated.
Well done, guys.
Thank you to Levi, and thank you to Graham for winning. What am I thanking Graham for winning for? Congratulations, Graham, for winning.
Well, there you go, guys.
There you go. I mean, that's what it was.
What was it? Aye, 3699.
369. Yeah, you got it. Yeah, I'll tell you what it is.
Paul
like,
Anderson says, "Run it again. We want to Liz win." Liz is the one.
I'm not blowing my own trumpet, like, but I've had this.
Unlike other shows, this is not a fix.
I have had the show running like a well-oiled machine tonight. Look at that. Nearly 11:30. All the features
So
are
it
out.
is.
Everything's
Fuck's
done.
sake, man.
You know what I mean? Well-oiled. You know what I'm saying?
I'll not know what to do with myself for the next fucking half hour.
Just before the show tonight, Skint came around to me and said, "I hope you're in a good mood tonight, man."
He's great, man.
Yeah,
Man,
and
you've
then-
been good, man. You've been well behaved.
And then in the back of my mind, I was like, "Oh, fuck, what's he got lined up here?" But nothing happened. I'm happy.
No, you've had an easy night tonight, man.
No,
You've
it's
had a
good.
very easy night.
Next week, what have we got next week? We've got Pod Puffs on next week. Pod Puffs. Holy
Pod
shit,
Puffs.
guys. It's Bucky week. Fuck.
Becky Juice.
We're fucked.
Yeah, I'll
Can-
just say that now. Prepare yourselves, guys.
Can you imagine Pud doing the fucking fire in the hole? By Bucky.
The fire's already stinging my hole.
Gail, can I just enlighten you, right?
Right, go on.
When this man here gets an idea, my fucking inbox goes ballistic.
That's a fuck
Right.
out.
Kenny, you're telling somebody who used to be.
I know! I used to do it to Gail. I used
So
to
you
do
didn't
I
know.
know.
Should just say like shut up. Shut up,
Look,
Skint. Enough's enough.
When I'm out and about and busy, you go, "Do you not answer your fucking
You don't
messages?"
realise how lucky you are having that, because a lot of people, do you know what I mean, just turn up.
No,
Do you know what I
aye.
mean? Over the years, we've had a lot of casters.
No ideas, no fuck all.
Yeah.
Just put it on,
It-
put a
that's-
camera on and they're off.
That's the thing about us guys. We do bounce off each other. We do come up with fucking ideas.
We keep trying to come up
you
with
know.
new stuff and stuff like that, and
Yeah.
try get it fun. Do you know the whole point of this fucking show? If we give someone a giggle, if we get
That's
somebody
it.
laughing,
Mission accomplished.
I'm happy. I'm fucking
Yeah.
happy. And if I get a laugh at the same time, and then double bonus.
Absolutely. At the end of the day, it's a hobby. It's to be fun. Do you know
Oh,
what I
aye.
mean?
Right, definitely. That's the way I see it. It's got
I
to
mean,
be fun.
it doesn't necessarily have to be 100% vape related where we go, "Oh yes, I've got a 0.3 card in this and I'm banking out."
Sometimes we forget that it's a vape show.
No, you know what I mean.
We do tend to forget it's a vape
It's-
show.
It's not all about that, you know. We do touch on vape now and then, but you know.
And we take the piss out of each other. We take the piss out of everybody, and it's
course we
a
do.
laugh. It's as we said before, banter. There's banter and there's banter, and I think we get banter right. I like to think we get banter right. I think that.
That word banter.
No, but do you know what I mean? There's a difference. There's a
I know
difference
what you
now.
mean.
It's that
I'm just
thin
waiting
line.
up to fuck because it's that time of night.
I think it's that thin line between joking and offence.
Aye, exactly. Yeah,
You know what I
exactly.
mean?
And
But
we
thanks to all in chat, I knew Gail would have 69 in the answer.
did you?
Hey,
Did you?
boys,
That's
so
what you
well.
did. I never noticed.
I'm surprised my husband didn't guess.
Fuck's sake.
I'm not paying attention.
He's busy doing other things.
No, he's
Oh,
just in the
James, your lover
background
is in.
doing
Who's
his
your? LTC's in, James.
I've already done those jets.
Oh, have you?
Dragon, that'll do them.
own. Quality, man, quality. Yeah.
So Heed, are you going round, man? Are you going round the table?
Am I going round the table? Ooh, is it that time, is it?
I think
Liz
so, mate.
wants me to say tutti frutti. Tutti frutti?
Is that a Scottish thing?
It's an
Tutti
on
frutti.
request.
You say tutti frutti. I say tutti frutti.
That's ordered.
Tutti frutti.
Okie dokie then. Right, guys and girls, it's time to call it a day, I'm afraid. You know, the time has gone by so quick again. It's flew by again. It's been another blast again. So,
Naked nose gets.
what? Will you shut up? I'm talking. I'm the host. man.
No,
Shut up.
Irishman says meal for two, 69. Very true.
So, we're going to say our goodbyes, and I'll go to the lovely boys looking McTavish first.
Oh, the Casanova of Bargain Vapes
Yeah,
Live.
the
Yeah.
Casanova.
Well, thank you very much, everyone in the chat and all the spanners for looking out for us, and thank you to Samantha for keeping the chat on the right course. Thank you to all my fellow casters, Heed, Skint, and Mank, and Levi. I hope you feel better and get well soon. And thank you very much for Gaily jumping in and having a ball with us. It's been fantastic having you on, and I will pass it over to Mank.
Guys, thank you so much. It would not be a show without chat. We've said this time in, time out, every week, exactly the same thing. Gaily, thank you so much indeed for joining us, darling. It's been an absolute pleasure. You've been one of the only bitches, apart from Bunny, that shut me up. Skint, all my casters, Heed and James. Levi, get well soon. Gonna have you back on quite soon, guys. Tomorrow I'm on with Ash, and Claire's not going to be with us because she's not feeling too clever, and that is at 9 o'clock tomorrow night on West Yorkshire Baker channel. And then Sunday, normally what I do on a Sunday is I do a lazy Sunday afternoon at 3 o'clock, but this week I've decided what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a lazy Sunday afternoon expo, which is going to be, I'm going to post a link in Facebook around 2:30 on my page. It's going to be an open invite. I can have 10 people on the stream at a time, and you'll be coming in and out, disappearing. If you want to jump in, please do. If not, me. And saying that, I will hand this over to Skint.
It's me, because he's hosting. So, I'm laughing at Irishman. He said, I'd like to thank my mum, dad, my agent Bill, my dog Rex, my goldfish, Jim the snail in the front garden. So, on that note, I'd like to thank GailyBops. You've been an absolute star. You're always a star. But we'll see her again, because she's in the final of Fire in the Hole. She's in the final.
You do have the bitches takeover to look forward to, remember?
Yes, we do that. And I'm on the bitches on the 13th, I think. 13th of November, no? Oh, Jesus.
Just you wait.
Gives me the shivers. Thanks so much to the rest of the cast and Leviathan Vapor for putting up the get shit. You're a superstar, sir. Sub to these guys and sub to the bitches, please. If you've not subbed, just do it. It takes you 2 minutes to hit that sub button. Do you know what I mean? They put all this effort in doing this shit. It takes 2 seconds to hit that sub button. You know what I mean? And it shows them a bit of appreciation. Thanks very much to chat for doing this fucking show again with us maniacs.
Oh, hurry up, I'm bored now.
Shut up. And that's me. Thanks very much. Over to Heedster.
Go Gaily.
Right. Again, everything's been said that should be said. Thank you, casters. Thank you,
Oh, fuck, hang on. I need to get the outro.
Legend.
You're more than welcome. Thank you for inviting me on. It's been a pleasure.
It's been an absolute pleasure meeting you. We've had all 3 bitches on the show now. Like I say, the bitch takeover has got to happen. So yeah, everybody, thank you for joining us. Very good night. And I'll hand it over to Gaily so you can say your goodbyes.
Bye.
There you go. Simple as that.
Everybody finger Gaily. Finger Gaily. Finger Gaily.
Have a great weekend, everybody.
Yeah. Lots of love. See you later.
See you guys.
Mike, say your thing.
Shit on a stick.
What? Levi, come back. We need you.
Help! I take it.